is a bridge too far, a burning light like a collapsing star. We bred the storm, we invited the rain. Now we're drowning in the ocean of the collective pain. The voices of the dead are starting to scream, waking us up from our own long dream. I must not fear, fear is the mind killer, the little death that brings obliteration. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing, only I remain, only I remain. Everything is blue, every eye is watching. We are the architects of a hidden design, measuring the pulse of a royal line in the cold stone halls of Walich 9. We turn the water into sacred wine. 1,000 years is a blink of an eye when you're training a daughter how to live and die. No crown is worn without our consent. Every revolution is a seed we send. We speak to the blood, we speak to the bone, the power behind the golden throne. Shadow mothers in a velvet shroud, a whisper that thunders lonely and proud. I must not fear, fear is the mind killer, the little death that brings obliteration. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing, only I remain, only I remain. The missionary plants the ancient seed on a desert world for a people's need. Lyson Algabe, a ghost in the sand, a myth we carved with a steady hand.
Welcome back, sleepers, to a Saturday with yours truly, the Nerd Bird. As always, we are getting this Saturday rolling. It is getting hot as hell. My AC is not working worth a damn. I'm having to open up Windows. I don't know if they've turned this thing off and it just doesn't want to work. We'll have to cross our fingers and hope that this comes around and does it later in the future. It starts working better for me. Keo. There is Keo coming from us all the way north from the Nordic parts of the world. of Finland. How are you doing today, Kyo? Hopefully everything's going well for you in your morning. It's going well for me, just like I said, a little bit too hot. Tad bit too hot for me, but still, it is a gaming day. It is a Dune day. Hopefully everybody's been able to get into Dune and have been having a great day at the grind. I personally have had a great day at Dune. We've had a lot of new people come back. There's been some fun and excitement that has popped off. We've got more people that have joined up. We got a few more Harkonnens to join the guild. Krezel, how's it going? How are you doing today? So everything's good. We did lose our Landsrad, but you know what? That's okay. Every so often, we can lose the Landsrad. As long as we keep growing our numbers, we will end up being that guild that wins the Landsrad eventually. A nice, sunny, fresh 12 Celsius today here. Oh, man. I wish we were getting 12. I think we're up into the 20s already here in Korea. It is a extremely hot springtime. The flowers came and went. It started raining. Oh, man, it just isn't getting any better. Definitely a tad bit too hot for my taste. But you know what? We can't just sit around complaining about it. At the end of the day, it will eventually get even hotter. So let's just wait for that to happen. Yeah, they won the Landsrad. We were giving them a run for their money. And it just happened that they have more people than us to win. And voila, that's right. They took it across the board. I was hammering this. You can see. We got up to 40,000. I was hammering this hard with two other guys. It just, at the end of the day, yeah, we just, we weren't able to get that win off. It just happens every once in a while. Or every week if you're on our server currently. There's been a few new updates that have been popping off inside of our server. Number one update is, I just got finished helping Ronan get some spice. I didn't want to stream spice mining because you never know. People might come out there and mess with us. So I wanted to make sure my boy could get his full tankard of spice before I flew back. We do have some new developments coming in. It looks like Raven is building us a new PvP base. This is absolutely fantastic news. We need an updated PvP base, but I believe she is actually now about to tear these things down. I know Raven will be moderating. I don't know if she's on just yet, so I don't want to give a shout out until she's in there so that I can actually get her to get a few high fives and everybody acknowledge her for the great work that she does. I don't know what she's aiming for here, but I think if she keeps on building, she'll eventually work it out. She said earlier that she wanted to tear some stuff down. She wasn't happy. It just happens that way. And as always, we do have Raven moderating there on YouTube. So everybody make sure to give a shout out to Raven and tell her what a great job she's doing. She's here every night. She's helping the chat flow smoother and everybody get their information down. You can see her kind of flying up over there, doing another build. Raven loves to build. It's absolutely fantastic. What percentage of the world would you say gets attacked doing PvP large? Spice Cetus? School's out. It just depends on the day. Some days we get 3 or 4 people that attack. Some days we get nobody who attacks. Today I literally just carried a splash refiner with the carrier. Nobody came anywhere close. Of course, I do believe this is going to be changing as the future rolls on and we start getting more and more people into the server. We've already had quite a big influx of people pop in, so I'm gonna take a stab and say that as it starts getting closer to that PvP PvE split, it is literally going to be a cluster F-bomb out there in the deep desert. You can definitely count on there being a lot of issues because I do believe that there's a lot of people out here. I'm just right now trying to open up the Mintat book to see exactly where we are landing. I gotta see, where was that? Where's that? There's the old hard styler. He's the one who always posted for me. Mintat Codex. Let's take a look at where Cetus rests today. We want North America. We get into North America, and Yeah, Cetus is up. We are now the number 11 server in the NA, up from 23. And I'm going to guess that we have enough people already on the server, judging by the amount of bases that are out and about, that we can probably hit top 10, top 7 if people just kind of log in and start playing. So definitely would like to see more people get in there, get active. We are looking for some people to jump back into, if you are Harkonnen, to play with our guild. We need more people to grind out this Landsrad. We had an influx of about 7 new people that came in today. So we are looking a little bit more healthy, but we always need more. So if you are interested and you are a Harkonnen, come over and play with us on Cetus. Like Krezel says, Cetus power, Harkonnen. We won't let you down. I wonder if Funcom is going to hold off on the server mergers until after DD's separate update comes out. Thank you very much. I will actually go down there and craft that right now. I am going to guess that they are going to split the deep deserts and then they are going to do server mergers. I can think of reasons why they should and why they shouldn't. And what I'm definitely going to say is the reasons for them to do it is actually so that when people, they can get a better number of, like when you split that deep desert, you're going to hope that more people are going to flow back into the server, right? And in terms of people flowing back into the server, you're now going to be able to kind of measure how many more servers do we need to shut down to get to the numbers that we want. So I definitely kind of feel like that is the reason why they would be doing it early. On the other hand, it also would make sense if they would literally just, you know. Oh yeah, you gotta love those Harkonnens and Jisoo to hand it out as well. It also would just make absolute sense if they just like combined everything and literally just let us start going crazy. Let me see. I know I haven't thrown them all away. Where are you? Electric. I might have to be logging over to my other character. I could have sworn though I would have that. Soulslite experimental lightning gun. There we go. And they wanted 2 of them, right, Raven? Well, we had some more people come onto the server, so we're trying to get gear and guns and ornithopters and everything pushed out to them so that they can kind of get settled in there and like move into the server properly. So at this point, this is what I'm trying to do. 1 for each, yes. Craft. There we go. We got 2 on the way. I think. Craft 1 more. I'm not going to say anything, but I actually just crafted a level 5 experimental lightning gun for myself. But I need to make the augments for it. And unfortunately, I have saved all of the augments on this character, so I'm gonna have to craft them and then put it onto and give it over to my other character in order to craft it. But either way it comes out. And as always, showing up a little bit late, but no problem. Glad that he's here. We have Matsuda. He is moderating over here on Twitch. Everyone, make sure to give a wave, a smiley face, anything that you can, just to show your support. Raven and Matsuda take all their time to make sure that these chats go smooth, everybody's being friendly and nice, and making sure that the important information and questions that I do miss are getting brought forward and shown to me one more time. Definitely nerd alert right there. What's up, Lightning Hawk? How you doing? So yeah, most definitely, everybody make sure that you are giving a thumbs up or some kind of wave to Matsuda and Raven out there. That's right, Harkonnens are running very strong. We do need more Harkonnens though, so if you are Harkonnen and you're looking for a home, don't slow down. Get back in here and like Dune Genu says, let's go. Okay, I have to deliver these 2 rifles. I don't know where to take them to. Lightning Hawk, I believe these are coming to you. You need to give me some kind of way to find you, or you can come over here and just grab them from me if you want. Doesn't matter to me. But I got 2 lightning guns on me. Let me make sure that I got those. All right, we got 2 experimental lightning guns like you were asking for. We just need to deliver these things to you. And make sure that you guys get set up as quickly as possible. I can't remember where my scout ornithopter is. Oh, wait a second now. Thank you for joining. You will not be disappointed. I do appreciate that as well. The more people that we get in here to join both YouTube and Discord, the more power we have to spread the word, knowledge, and love of what actually Dune Awakening has to offer the world, which is a lot of greatness. Please make sure that if you are just hanging around lurking, just take a chance. Go ahead, follow me on Twitch, or hey, subscribe to YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything, and hey, every time that I come on, you get a chance to spend time and energy on my boring old man stories, and hopefully you can tell some of yours too, because there's nothing I like more than doing that. Hayden is streaking. He's on a 10 stream streak. You madman. Hayden, put some clothes on, you dirty dog. Thank you for joining us one more time, Hayden. It's always great to see you. And, you know, we always love having you around to sit around and chat with me. So don't be shy. Put all those different questions and stories. Share. We want to be able to talk to everybody. Have a very open-ended, great conversation with everybody in the community. And make sure that we are all just like enjoying the hell out of Dune. I just hiccuped a little bit. Okay, so at this point, I need to figure out where to go with these lightning guns. I don't know where to take them. I'm just going to kind of fly around like I know what I'm doing for a second. And hopefully somebody eventually tells me, hey, dude, deliver the lightning guns to me here. Could this be you, Lightning? You seem to be like 6,000 away. I'm just going to fly over there and see. You never know. Does anyone in chat know if a VPN would help my ping? The one thing that I would say that might... is your house over here? I don't know where your house is. That's not your house. For sure it's not your house. You got to tell me where your house is. I don't know how to get to you. One thing I would say that would actually work is there is a program known as Exit Lag. Exit Lag usually brings my ping down by like 20 or 30. The only problem is for this game, all that it ever really does is disconnect me. So they give you a 3-day free trial, so you might as well try it and see that it if it works or not, Keo. If it does work, then you can subscribe. It's only like $6 US, so I mean probably like €3. Well, yeah, Finland would be using for so like €3 or €4 a month. It's very cheap, and if it isn't disconnecting you whenever you're going in and out of the Haga Basin, then you're good. Look, Cranky uses it, and he has zero problem. I seem to be the only person who uses Exit Lag, and like literally disconnects every time I come in and out. So I think it's a me problem, not a Exit Lag problem. I mean, look, dude, Exit Lag, literally, there you go. Well, for me, Exit Lag connects me more properly. So my problem is Korean internet providers, like I go through SK, I don't know what my university uses, but they will route you through their own little like network before you get out of Korea. And sometimes that bounces you around way too many times. All that Exit Lag does is takes away all those extra pings and just says, look, go from here to there quicker. So, like I said, in other games that I played with Exit Lag, literally it drops my ping by like 30, 20, 30, 40. But this game, for some reason, when I use Exit Lag, it just disconnects me. There's something about the server that doesn't want to work properly. Okay, I'm at the Anvil, so are we northeast, south, or west of the Anvil? Blue on blue. I don't think I'm gonna find you guys. Probably not gonna find you guys. I'm actually like sitting here brain dead. I literally can find you on the map by just looking at your number. My bad. I'm coming. I'm talking. So like I'm one of these like guys who can't like multitask all that great. For some reason I can play a game and talk, but when it comes to like doing one extra thing, you cannot expect me to be able to do stuff properly. I'm looking for the one. You are number one. You are over there. I'm coming to you. Don't leave. Stay. Stay. Here we go. There's your base. All right. You wonder if Chapter 4 is a bunch of content or Chapter 3 was an anomaly? Look, I'm going to guess that Chapter 4 is going to have quite a bit of content. I don't see why it wouldn't. Your experimental lightning guns are in this chest. If you're watching the stream, which I know you are, have at it, have fun, enjoy. Yeah, well, that's too much for me to think about. That's too logical for me right now. Oh, I like this little power like platform that we got going right here. Whose base is this? Wow. I like this. This base is actually really artistic. Raven, why can't you make me a base like this? I'm a little bit sad. Look at this. This looks really sharp. What kind of windows are these? Oh my goodness. I have to admit, I'm a tad bit jealous. This is a good looking base. Wow. Very sharp, very nice. I think that Chapter 4 is going to come with quite a bit of content. I think that at this point, after Chapter 3, they're kind of under the gun that they have to do a decent content drop or people will like literally just be upset. No, don't change. Make what Matthias said. Make that, please. Don't stop from me. I'm just joking with you. I'm just picking. Literally just picking on you. Like we need that base for the ornithopters. You gotta have faith, exactly. Like, look, you might as well be a tad bit optimistic. Pessimism gets you nowhere. If you're staying optimistic, the best thing that happens will be that you do get a drop that you like, and you'll have like 2 or 3 months of content to play before you start burning out on it. Pessimistically, like, they release another Chapter 3, and it's like, what in the hell was this? I don't think that will happen. I believe Chapter 3 was just like a thing they felt like they had to push out really quick because people were getting grumpy about not having stuff to do and they weren't able to work through it properly. So definitely I don't think Chapter 3 is going to be the moda operi of Funcom at this point. Old Roadmap said Chapter 4 is for April to June. I'm hoping at least a sneak peek into what we expect. I mean, it should be coming very soon. I would expect it. Like, look, I would give it like probably somewhere in the middle of next month, maybe. We might see an update coming in, and I think that's pretty plausible, like, choice to make. Like, you can't expect them to go too early. I would rather them take their time and get stuff out there. Jay, the word is the bird. I'm a little bit tired. So if you were in stream last night, there was a guy who jumped in asking me to do like a Star Wars D&D roleplay thing, and I had to wake up at 5 a.m. this morning to come in so that I could like meet the guys, because actually after I said yes, I like immediately like was regretting. I was like, what in the hell am I thinking? Like, it's Saturday, dude. I should sleep in. But I told them I'd come, so I came in. I met the guys. They were all really cool. It seems like a really interesting thing. They're all streamers. They're all like doing the same thing. But at the end of the day, I don't think I want to wake up at 5 a.m. Every other Saturday so that I can... Who do we got here wasting ammo? Who are you? Is that someone knocking, or is that a doorbell ringing? That's kind of more of a doorbell. I don't know. That's kind of a heavy knock as well. I wonder who it is. Who be there? We're gonna have to work on that aim. That's a lot of misses right here, and I'm not even gliding. Ooh, that one got me though. There we go. I guess people are bored. All right, had my fun. Fireworks indeed. Whoever it is, say hello. Hello. I made one main guild for the Landsrad and have 62k voting power. The guild is second on the list for Atreides. Reckon this server is quiet. Which server are you on? We're third on ours. Oh. But, I mean, these are some pretty heavy ballers. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to guess that these probably came in with Ensalada or whatnot. There's us at Birdhouse. Ah, yeah, I would say that that's kind of a dead server. I mean, I used to take first place, in all fairness, by myself on Cetus. When I was Harkonnen and we didn't have any other Harkonnens playing, like I would literally be the number one overall. Thank you for joining. You will not be disappointed. Rob Bowler. How's it going, dude, with that sub? I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Remember, all those subs go right back into the community, helping us maintain community servers to play other games, as well as buy games to give away during special events. Currently, we have 3 servers running. We have one for Icarus. We have one for Windrose, and we have now just opened one up for Soul Mask. If you play any of these games, please just join the Discord and go find the correct section. You can get that Discord link. Jump in there. You can play absolutely for free. Make sure that you are stopping in, though, to say hello at least once or twice. That way I know that at least you are having fun on those servers, and you can tell me stories and share stuff. We have great moderators that jump in there and take care of stuff. Cranky is usually like the prime for everything, but he makes sure all those servers flow smoothly. They're all out of NA West, so come on, guys, jump in there and play some new games with us if you're getting bored of good old-fashioned Dune Awakening. Okay. What do we got? What do we got going on out here? There's a lot of action happening. I guess I need to see what's going on. Who's this? Oh, that's Izzy. He's actually back. He told me he was going to come back. I just did not believe him. I thought he was gone for the day. Izzy, we need to go have some fun. And I think we probably need to, we need to go get some plastinium. So it looks like tonight is a plastinium night. Anybody else that's on Cetus that wants to come, Raven, if you want to take a break from grinding all of those rocks and like building stuff out of them, please just feel free to come with us. Step aside. You do not have to sit out there and do that all day. Come play with us. Have some fun out in the deep desert and, you know, do this and that. I want to do one of two things. I want to make sure that I have a cargo container. Actually, you know what we can do? We need to build like a small base there in deep desert so that we can put one medium and one large storage container out there so that we can grind plastinium. Look at that. There's part of the mission. All we need now is to get one medium and do these things up. You saw the tank? No. Are we getting the tank? And I didn't hear about it? Mongoose Fab. Where did you hear we're getting a tank? I didn't hear this yet. Now I'm a little bit jealous. Dude, I'm even on the content creator team and didn't see this. How am I getting... Funcom just does not like me at all, guys. This is the only thing I can come up with. Funcom's like, of all the streamers out there, Nerdbird is the worst. We don't want to tell him anything. Look, if there's a tank, I need to know about it, my man. I love me some tank action. I'm just gonna do this. Oh, do they have tanks on the public test server? Raven, why don't you just come hang out with us in the deep desert? We can get back to this base anytime. Like, there's no need to actually do it right now. We can always get back to doing it later. Oh, awesome, dude. I mean, I want to say it's awesome, but I also want to say, like, is it usable? Like, are we actually gonna be able to, like, shoot something with it? Or is it just gonna be, like, another buggy that we store and take up space? Because, look, dude, I only have, like... I would rather... I want to get a tank, just because I think tanks are cool as shit. But I would much rather have another storage container than a tank. That's my hot take on it, because if I can't use the tank, like, what's the point of having it? Yeah, I left this out in the storm. I'm a bad car owner. Yeah, well, that's just it, right? Like, if it comes down to, hey, here's a tank, guys. You've been asking for one. I'm going to be like, nah, I'd rather just have a carrier cargo container, because right now storage is more important to me than, say, having another ground vehicle that I'll never use. I barely use this freaking buggy. As evidence, I leave it out in desert storms. Constantine Hex, good morning to you as well. How are you doing today? Hope everything's going well for you. Thanks for joining us tonight in this exciting episode of Dune Deep Desert. Oh. I think a storage container that can also do water carriage, yes. No, I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about spelling. Yeah, dude, I'm also very, very down with something like that. Make it happen, Funcom. Make it happen. Let me tell you, dude. Raven and I, in the last, like, 3 weeks, have thrown away, like, probably, like, 20 million water between the two of us. It's a damn travesty. I'm just telling you right now. I don't know that we deserve to even be playing this game with how much water we've thrown away as of late. God, this is... Yeah. Okay, there it is. Yes. Who summons me?
Me.
Okay,
So you
what
want
can
me to carry a container or your buggy? What do you want to do?
I got everything. We're not gonna set up anything big. We're just gonna set up a storage to drop this, a medium, and oh, I didn't bring any pinna shields. That's what I forgot.
I'll get.
It is just not cool, Keo. Like,
Okay.
I mean, I don't do enough crafting now to really care about it, but you know, still. Windrose to my addiction list of games. Oh, Windrose is good, man. Like, the only reason I've set Windrose down, one, is because at this point, I want to make sure to have more of a presence inside of Dune with new people coming in. I want to make sure that we're all getting acclimatized, and anyone who needs help moving in or moving out, like, can ask me and reach out to me. But also the other thing is we just can't do Windrose on a group server. It is such a solo-based game until they fix, which they may have already fixed it by now. I don't know. I haven't looked. But if they could just fix the player looting and the respawn of resources, I would be like shits and giggles to jump back into that game and play it. But until that happens, like, there's just no real reason for me to jump into Windrose. The whole reason that I wanted to play it was get a group server, play with a group, and everybody have fun playing together. All that we really got was a lot of frustrating people because you just can't progress in the game unless you play solo. But definitely a good game. I can understand why it would be your new addiction. 110%. A very addicting game, without a doubt. We definitely have to mobilize to Harkonnen, Harky. Like, I can't believe that once again we have lost the Landsrad. We were actually holding on really well this time. It is a crying travesty that, yeah, it just didn't go our way this time. They just had the stay power at the end and they won. Sometimes it's like that. Sadly enough, we didn't have what it takes to be champions this week. Maybe next week, who knows? New story. Same style. We definitely need it, Rick Wick. How are you doing, dude? I am creating my newest trip hop album for... What did I do? Our newest trip hop album, which is all about the Bene Gesserit sisterhood. I just can't think of a name yet for them. Do you guys have any names? Think of a good trip hop. They kind of sound like what's the name of the 90s trip hop group? I can't remember. It doesn't come off my head. They're where I'm getting my inspiration for it. But all their music is about Dune and the Dune universe. I just need to find a name. And I'm not sure exactly what name I want to give it. Copy. We're going to add that as our style. Create. Yeah, right now, Raven. So yeah, if you have a name that you think would be good for a trip hop group that only sings songs about the Bene Gesserit sisterhood, drop them down so that I can hear it. Anybody else coming out here? We're going to invite Izzy too. It looks like he's out in the deep desert, so might as well get him an invite. If there's anyone else that wants to come out, you know, feel free, jump out here and do it. I think tonight we are going to do a large plastinium build run. So I'm guessing we are going to go first all Stravinium. Yes. And next we are going to go all titanium. And I don't really want to build something big. I just really want to build something big enough. We're gonna have to be like dodging storms. But I just want to build something that we can like bring back and forth crap and then transport that into the Haga Basin. The respawns are starting to work. All right. I mean, if the respawns are working, I'm more than happy to go back and give her another shot, because that was like the biggest killing the game breaker for us, was that just nobody was able to like progress. So, you know, maybe we'll do it. Somos. Como e que? That's the one I can remember for some reason. Como e que? Somos. Let's see, is that PvP right there? I think we'll be okay. Right hither. Oh, you know what I didn't think about, though? We are definitely going to need some granite to build this thing. I did not bring any of that either. So we have to kind of find granite. This is one of those, like, off the cuff build plans. I hope I brought fuel. Oh, whew. That was kind of scary. Let me see. Surely one of these places has like 1 or 2 nodes. We'll just drop the buggy on it and we'll hit it with the buggy. Someone can drive it over to the island and then we will like build it once we're over there. Oh, good, Keo. Yeah, dude, look, I try not to just jump into any game. I like to think about games as like an investment in my time. And I definitely was convinced that Windrose was going to be a game worth playing. And I think a lot of people are actually really enjoying it. Per se, look at the streamers. Like, everybody's streaming that game currently. So, definitely, I think it's a great game. I just wanted to do more of a group content thing. Like, if I'm going to drag the community into a game, I'm going to make sure that that game has like some kind of element for us all to like enjoy and play together. And that's the only thing that really wasn't happening for us. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna drop the buggy in there and go hand mine, but that's not gonna be enough. Darth Essex, how's it going? Dude, great to see you back in the stream. How's everything with you? I'm not a big survival game player. In fairness, I started Dune because I just love Dune. But Windrose is fun. I mean, who doesn't want to be a pirate, right? Everyone, exactly. Hey, but I tell you what, don't be too critical of the survival genre, because like, literally, I can tell you, there are so many great survival games, especially if you are playing with the right people. And there's nothing up here. I'm not seeing it, at least. Unless you already grabbed it. Did you already grab it, Raven? Maybe you already grabbed it. I'm gonna guess you already grabbed it. Okay, I guess we're just gonna move on and hope that everything goes. Okay. We will do it your way. Man, Somos, I am burning up. My AC does not work. It's driving me absolutely crazy that I don't have a working AC. Crazy. Crazy. Oh yeah, I hear you. I hear you. A lot of people don't like it, but I'll tell you, I can't get enough of survival games. The only thing that I usually find myself disliking about survivals is the redundancy in the systems that they all like copy from each other, which I think is kind of what Dune is trying to avoid. But you know, at the end of the day, like I can still dive into a good survival game that has a lot of content for you to work through. Like nothing is better than that. I didn't bring a cutter array either. I think Zorkoa took my cutter array today when he joined our guild. Oy, exactly. Oh, so hot. So hot. I hate heat too. Like, I'm not a person who likes heat. I just am not a hot person. A hot, loving person. There we go. There we go, 3 of 3 advanced sub-fiefs. So, is he pointing an ancient way at me? You dirty dog. All right, we got to figure out a way to build this thing before it gets too hairy. We don't want to storm. Yeah.
So instead of building a base, we can just help you transfer it from the buggy to the cargo container without having to go through that whole thing.
We don't have any stone.
We just need to go to the island, you put the buggy together, you run around, pick it all up, bring it back up to the cargo container, park it right next to it, and we can help transfer it back and forth from the buggy to the cargo.
I couldn't find any. Did you guys see any stone out there?
No, not granite. We go get the stravidium and stuff that you want to get. And we just transfer it from your buggy to your cargo, and then you run around and get the rest of it, and then we'll go.
Okay.
Without a base.
But, okay. But that's just so painful to do it that way.
If we have all 3 of us, good.
Oh my god, that's painful though. Okay.
Won't be that hard.
Hey dude, if you're a glutton for pain, so am I. Let's do it. Time to feel the pain. Yeah, but I only have one other alt, technically, Krezel. So, like, I definitely want to use my alts for that purpose. And I am going to start redoing it. But, it's still just not enough. And like I said, a tank is it's really cool that they'll be bringing tanks out, but if tanks don't really have any purpose, like if you can't use them, what's the point of having a tank? Like it's just not a plausible thing to have. I hear feedback. Oh good, Izzy's up here. You guys can talk. Like, you don't have to be quiet. Hold on. Let me fix the volume. Like, feel free to talk.
Oh, that was on me. I played with my settings and I forgot to change them back, so.
I just have to adjust volume and stuff on it. He'll make it. I think he's just dealing with his stuff. Yeah, so Constantine Hex spotted public test client guys playing on tanks, which is awesome. But like once again, like if there is no real tank for us to play with, like I don't know that I'm all that excited about having a tank. I just don't want to take up vehicle slots. I would much rather have like multiple, like 8 cargo containers than one tank.
They need to add the cargo containers to their own, like, supply limit or whatever.
I definitely agree with that. That makes the most sense for sure.
I want 8 tanks. Just kidding.
We'll go out here to the next one. Shooting down the ornithopters, but
You'll have to give us permission.
I don't know if it's possible for that to even be like plausible. I don't think that. In what situation will we be shooting down ornithopters? That's the question you have to ask. I don't think there's any case where we're shooting down ornithopters. Like,
The new PvP area is
so they're gonna have a completely different PvP zone?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, yeah, that makes very much sense. I will be very, very happy about that.
Put your buggy together so I can help you drive it. You can drive it and I'll choose whatever you want to do.
Oh, I don't care. And let's give some perms. And just in case, we definitely want Izzy on that. Let's get that titanium. Hold on. I gave you the buggy.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying
Yeah,
the
okay.
quick container. That's the one thing I
might use
didn't.
that too. Like you might want to put them on the carriers in case you need to pick up.
He already did, yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Let's go.
So yeah, I mean, if they, but I mean, they don't have that in the public test client though, right? Like, they're not. We don't have any like solo. We don't have any like instance PvP zones in the public test client, right? That tank is like literally in the open world. So, I mean, if it's not in the public test client, I don't. Maybe that's what they'll bring with Chapter 4.
Iggy said in last month that they're adding PvP stuff this he didn't expound upon it. He just said like people need to stop thinking that it's only chapter 3 that don't really have.
Oh, awesome.
I wonder what Water Wars is doing. There's a lot on.
Look, I don't think there'll be many tanks in the deep desert, minus like just people playing around with crap. I think it's more plausible that, like Izzy just said, if there is an instance that they do bring out, that would make more sense. I mean, I guess if they fix control points, you could put a tank on a control point. But I don't know, dude. That would be. It's not going to be easy to shoot shit out of the air. I'm just saying right now. It's hard enough to shoot shit out of the air with the current ornithopters. Like, imagine how hard it is to shoot shit out of the air with a ground vehicle, unless there's some kind of lock-on system. I can see that being like plausible.
They would need an entirely new or like a much more agile assault to ever make them just way too easy to dodge missiles these days.
Exactly. That's me too, Keo. Like, I'm just not gonna... I'm not gonna take up a... I mean, I'll do the quest to get it, but I'm definitely not going to take up a vehicle slot for...
I don't think this is what prevents me
For a
from
tank.
doing that, though. I think it's more being the issue.
Overheated.
Exactly. It's just not a plausible thing to build a ground vehicle in the deep desert and try to do anything with it. Outside of what we are doing right now.
Are you full?
I don't think you... Yeah, we're full. I don't think there's any need for the tank, actually, except it's kind of like, what was the freaking two-wheeled, like, General Grievous freaking bike thing useful for? Absolutely nothing. But it was something new. Treadwheel. It was something new. So, you know, I still haven't even built a treadwheel. I don't even care to build a treadwheel. I'm not interested in it.
They were planning on making it have like 0 worms, right? And then people started raging like, oh my god, pay to win, they're making games pay to win, and you know how that goes, them all going crazy with it. So they yeeted a lot of it out, from what I understand, just to prevent drama. It kind of really invalidated the whole idea of the bike to begin with.
I hit the wrong button.
I mean, there's nothing special about it, except it handles like shit.
Oh, I put a whole bunch of my other stuff in here. Okay, I put a whole bunch of my stuff in there. Hold on.
Good job. Now, good job in taking up all that space, Raven.
You're welcome.
I would say tanks are useful for groups and defense points while farming and stuff. But I mean, I guess if you have like enough people who want to risk their carrier ornithopter to bring the tank out to a defensive spot, and I mean, but what do you do with your carrier ornithopter whenever you're defending the spot? Like, that's a pain in the ass to fly that thing out, set it up, drop off your carrier ornithopter, fly back out, and then reverse order it. I can. That's what I originally wanted to do. I just... Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, Dune is being a jerk.
Crap. I can't. Son of a... I can't drop a thing.
Hold on.
I did the other thing, and that's it. Is Matt here?
You can abandon
No.
it from the map.
There is something going on with.
No. I know you're like
Okay.
I know Dark Senate, you're like keyed in on getting Matt to do this. It's not gonna happen, dude. Like, you're not gonna get him to play to do that. I don't think he's interested at all. There's no way I can build this thing. We just have to do this the old-fashioned one. There's no way you're going to get him to do that. I hate to break it to you. I know you're persistent. I admire the persistency, but you're not going to get him to play the D&D campaign with people. He has a lot of stuff that he has to do. I mentioned it to him today. He didn't seem at all interested. I mean, it's not like he comes and streams with me every night. You got to know, like, I have new people on every night, so, like, you're going to have to wait until he comes around. But even then, like, I don't want you getting upset if he doesn't want anything to do with the D&D campaign. Yeah, but I don't have any... I don't have anything to build the beef with.
can't get that one.
Sure you can.
No, you wouldn't let me.
Right there. Look, you got it. Cool. I mean, I think it's better if you talk to Matt in that case. It's better that he answers and like tells you whether he feels like doing it. Constantine, heck, I don't think a hammer will make my aircon work better. I think they have it turned off until the summer actually hits. It's like a power saving thing. Like it blows, but it's very gentle blow.
That might work.
Oh, look at that. It's a cave.
Bert, there's some funny business going on. Be careful.
Where?
Right above the carrier.
Right above the
I'm
carrier,
coming
go
back. I'm coming back.
We landed on the rock and pulled already. I promise you, if you aggress us, you will not leave that rock. Consider that your own.
It's probably Krezel or somebody just coming to hang out. They always like come out here and hang out.
Where is he at? Up there?
He jumped down.
It's probably just Krezel. Like Krezel always comes out during
Krezel
streams
likes
and
to
plays
be
with
a
us.
scary guy.
Like I literally was last gun on the other night because he didn't say
Yeah,
anything.
It's Krezel. It's Krezel.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, he's a brat like that.
I just gave him an invite to the party, so.
Did he get in? Okay. Alright, go back to the wagon.
Yeah, I left my office at 1 o'clock. So I had some old friends come and join us on the server that came back to Dune. So I tried to get them organized and put together, and then my son gave us a call at 1 o'clock. So I went home, talked to him, took like a 10-minute nap, and then came back to the office and started the stream. Like I said, dude, if I tell you I'm gonna do something, there has to be an emergency for me not to like go through with it. Just like this morning, I told you I'd wake up for that meeting for the D&D like group. I was there. My word is my bond. That's the one thing I got in this world. I try to keep it there. Yeah, I was wearing a blue shirt. Now I'm wearing an all black shirt. Go the All Blacks.
You know the TV series
Pet?
Yeah,
Ted?
Ted.
The
Yeah,
little
Ted.
bear.
The bear. Yeah, the Mark Wahlberg thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know the mom, the like really annoying like Karen?
Yeah.
They were playing TV in the last episode. She started talking to me and it getting it like this.
Well, so the thing that Senate is trying to get me into is actually pretty cool. The guys are like really cool. I guess they're all streamers as well. I'm guessing they're all streamers. They all were talking about streaming or streaming that they've done in the past. And it's all Star Wars based. And the story was great. I mean, I told them I would definitely jump in there and do it. Like, I have a plan for a character, and I'm sure that we're full. We can go to the next one. I'm sure that there's some people who, like out here, who like to watch my stream that wouldn't mind watching me roleplay and being a fool in a Star Wars universe. So, yeah, definitely. I said I will give it a shot and like play it a few times. It just depends on like how much energy I can dedicate to waking up at 5 a.m. every other Saturday so that I can join this. Like, you got to know, Friday nights are usually very late nights for me. Hey, Krezel, do me a favor. Fly off and see if you can get some scrap metal so we can lay down a medium box, please. Please, sir. Surely there's some scrap metal on one of these out here. I mean, for sure, I like the guys. Like, they were nice, they were cool, they all had their own little thing. It was a very diverse group. It's always good to, like, get into groups of people that, even though they're all streaming... What's that? What's going on over here? Is that Prezzle?
Prezzle being a goofball. There's scrap metal over here.
All right, Dinger's coming out to PvP. I'm just gonna tell you this, and we gotta pack up. If they want a PvP, we can come out in PvP, but I'm not gonna like leave shit out here for like easy destruction.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm guessing they're like seething for a battle after Matt's arguments today, so we gotta I mean, read chat. I don't mind PvPing. I just don't want to be out here with this shit trying to like defend it in PvP. Huh? Maybe. He says, Hot Mess Express has entered the deep desert. Stream if you want. Just understand you're broadcasting your own loss. I hope, though, Dinger, you understand. I like you, so I won't do it to you, but stream sniping is a bad offense, just saying.
Take your buggy apart.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, and then I'll carry because I can fly faster. How about that?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm neurodivergent enough. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that, I think. Yeah, that goes for everybody. Like, Dinger is a friend. He gets into Discord and talks to us. And he is getting excited about PvPing. But just guys, remember, Dinger, this goes for you as well. Like,
ready?
Don't announce that you're gonna PvP people even if they're streaming. The wrong person can report that to Funcom and get you yeah, I don't have my scout, so you got to come back down here. People can like report you to Funcom and get you banned from the game for doing so. What's up, JP? How's it going? So yeah, just like heads up. I'm floating up to you. I'm floating up. I'm floating up. I'm floating up. I'm floating up. There you go. We're good. Get in there. No, maybe, I don't know. Stream sniping is a thing. Yeah, but it's a bannable thing. So basically what happened when this game first launched, there was a lot of big streamers that were getting stream sniped. And they were making it like impossible for them to get out and make their content. And they were throwing raging fits. And so Funcom finally said, all right, you can't stream snipe. If you get caught stream sniping, we will ban you from the game for doing so. Because in a sense, once again, you are hurting the game by stream sniping and not giving them the ability to do all their things. So like, you can't prove if somebody's stream sniping you. Unless you see them literally inside of your chat. And they are literally the same person who's attacking you. In that case, you can be like, all right, this person's stream sniping. But like in this case with Dinger, like I know Dinger, guys. So it's not like I'm going to report Dinger for stream sniping. But if I were you, Dinger, I would literally like erase that line right there. So because there are other people who are streaming on this server, and if they see you posting that, even though you're like watching my stream and not their stream, they could say, hey dude, the guy's even saying he's stream sniping, and it can get you a ban. Just be careful, guys. Like, there's no way to prevent stream sniping, and I'm not the kind of person who's going to sit here and cry about people stream sniping. It's a reality. We just deal with it. But I don't want to see someone get banned because they like blatantly point out that they're stream sniping. Especially if I like you. I like Dinger. Dinger's a fun guy. So we're gonna get into some attack stuff, and we're gonna come out and play with Dinger, I guess. That gives us something to do tonight, guys. High five. I was hoping we were gonna get more plastinium just as like a buffer for all the new people who are coming in, but hey, you know, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. So let's go have some fun.
I have a lot of extra if you need it, so let me know.
Dude, I'm sitting around 28,000, and I have around 60 some odd thousand spice. I'm just, you know me, dude. I just don't want to like slip into poor person numbers and have to support more people. So the only reason I'm doing this is so that I can like maintain the, you know, the flow of our process out here in the deep desert that we're trying to build on.
Lets me beat you up.
I think we're gonna need to build some more rockets then, Krezel, if you only have one left.
There's over here.
Start having fun with them. We're safe. So all we need to do is go back. I'll start crafting up some rockets. I hope I have everything I need to craft them. And then we can meet you guys back out here and have some fun. Stream sniping is also so contentious in every game. This is such a thing as friendly stream sniping too. It's the only malicious stream sniping that streamers complain about. Yeah, and I don't complain about either one of them. Look, dude, I know when I turn that stream on and I come out to the... This is why, for example, today I helped multiple people doing their deep desert spice runs and other things. I do it early before I start streaming because I know the second I stream, someone is going to come try to snipe me. Especially me, because I have a big X on my back at times. So I try to do all of this deep desert stuff off the stream hours because I know what's going to happen. But I'm definitely not going to be like complaining, hey, you're stream sniping me. Dude, I know the second I turn the stream on, it's a plausibility. We're just lucky that Dinger is one of these guys who's like, hey, I'm going to announce that I'm coming out. If you don't want to PvP, get out. If you want to, stay and let's have some fun. What's up, Yakuksa? How are you doing, dude? Long time no see. How's everything going with you? When is the new patch coming live? 2 to 3 weeks, I would probably throw it. Look, they just threw that thing live into the public test client here recently. So I'm going to definitely take a stab and say that they're going to want to let it sit in there for like a week maybe. And just like see if the mechanics of it are working. Obviously, there's not going to be enough people to actually seriously test how that's going to be working in the public test client. I think more or less they're just worried about, hey, are you going to be able to connect to these things on a like consistent way? So yeah, 100%. Like I would give it like two weeks at least, 3 weeks at the longest. So you could even protect your spicing operation because you stream and the opponents can be claimed to be stream sniping. Well, thank you, Cat Weasel. Once again, everybody, give a massive, and I say one more time, massive thanks out to Cat Weasel for all of these gifted subs. Cat Weasel, you are what make dreams come true, my boy. Wait a second. Did he break it? Did he break it? Oh, we also got that train kicking in. Did he break it? No, it didn't break. Woo. Every so often, these big gifted sub events just crack my overlays, and I have to like switch them on and off. Cat Weasel, you are the man. Thank you so much for that gifted sub. Remember, All of these subs go right back into the community in the form of servers for the community to play and test out new games, as well as buying and contributing games back into the public so that you guys get a chance to get copies of Dune, or people who need a copy of Dune get their hands on one through our special events. I have to actually get out. You can't carry me through this. And actually, I have to fly this thing through. So, once again, Cat Weasel, you are the man. My man, thank you so much. Everybody, make sure to give our boy Cat Weasel a high five for all those gifted subs.
Nerd alert!
Because there is a nerd alert, and you guys are all part of it. So, keeping this in mind, though, with stream sniping, once again, I know well in total that it is possible for someone to come stream snipe me at any given time. I'm not going to be the one who's sitting here complaining about it. We got another hot train going on. We got a level 9 hot train going on. We're getting hot, guys. Be careful. Don't be getting that hype too hot. Literally, I learned what a hype train was like not but a month and a half ago. So look at me like overreacting to it. Just keep in mind, like, stream sniping is not going to be Atrium. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that, and thanks for that gifted sub to Zlactel. You guys are awesome. Look at this, man. You are the true barons. This is your desert. This is your sand. This is your spice. I love you guys. Once again, thank you for all those contributions going right back into the community. It is much appreciated. As they say south of the border, mucho appreciated. That's such a white boy way to say it. That's mucho appreciated, boys. There's probably people leaving my channel as I laugh about that, like, faceplant, another white boy. All right, guys, we'll join you later. All right, Krezel, you taking off? No problem. We'll see you later, Krezel. Thank you for stopping in and hanging out. As always, you are a very, 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 very important member of our community, and we love having you around. Thank you so much for stopping in, chatting with us, and flying out in the deep desert with us. That was absolutely fantastic about it. Hope to see you again a little bit later. Lucky Twitch viewers. That's right, School's out. You guys over there on YouTube, it's just not the same, is it? You don't get all those subs. You don't get all those ad-free moments while you're sitting around watching your Nerdbird friend play the game. Instead, you're stuck over there having... Oh, look at this. School's Out says, you know what? Suck on this, Nerdbird. Here's 5 free gifted memberships from me. School's Out. Thank you so much for those gifted memberships. As always, everyone who's over there who just got that gifted membership, make sure that you are sending your deepest thanks back to my boy, because he's giving you guys a membership to the most important community. I had to think of a word. I wanted to go with something more, bourgeois, but I couldn't think of a word because it's literally, I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning trying to work out a Star Wars roleplay D&D campaign. Anyways, thank you so much, dude. I do appreciate that so much. You are awesome. And as always, keep viewing, share your comments, ask your questions, and let's get those stories out there, because there's nothing I like better than sitting around here talking to you. Thank you for joining H1RO or Hero. Hero. Thank you, Hero. You will not be disappointed. There's me doing my chicken dance. A good morning, my friend. And welcome to the family. I hope to see you in chat more often doing things like this. No one's complaining, but 5 a.m. is 5 a.m. I don't care who you are and where you are. What were you doing at 5 a.m. this morning? Senate?
Using Harkonnens.
Thank you so much, Kyo, because Jisoo definitely loves you guys for being Harkonnens. There, right there's the cutest of the K-pop stars. You're always awake then? Okay, well I'm usually not. I set that thing for a hot 4:30 in the morning, and let me tell you, it was very, very tough to wake up and do that. But like I said, My word is my bond. If you come on, you ask me to do something, and I say, look, I'll give it a shot and try it, I will always go over there and do it. It's just who I am. I'm never going to lie to you about these things. Like, I know you mentioned that there are, like, so-called flaky Twitch streamers that won't go and do this stuff, but chuck. Literally, I will, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Unless there's like some event that completely blocks me from doing it, I will always be there. I mean, it was, in all fairness, like I definitely said, look, the idea of the whole...
Cheer 100, cheer 60.
Well, thank you so much for that. The whole concept of me being in there, and I think I have to click on something. The whole concept of me, like, using my imagination. Those guys are also really cool. Like, they're really easy to chat with. They all have their, like, unique little things about them. I really liked the overall mood from what was being, like, put out there. And I could see myself, I'm sure there's a lot of people that would like to joke with me and poke at me for, like, role-playing as a character in some Star Wars fantasy D&D thingamajigger, but like overall what I gotta say is no, the round table's next week, JP. You can come back next week for that. Didn't miss anything. This next round table is going to be a hot one. We got quite a few people coming back in here that's jumping in. We're gonna have a very hard swinging, for once, a very hard swinging PvP orientated concept in there. Guys who are like hardcore PvP coming back into the game, wanting people to understand that PvP is the most important thing out there. Once again, we all have to keep nice, calm minds and make sure that we are not like being rude to anybody, as I also have to keep them from not being rude to everyone else. But remember, everybody has their opinion. Their opinion is worth listening to. It doesn't mean you have to ever agree with it. You just literally have to hear it out and say, agree, disagree, maybe I changed my mind. It doesn't matter. That's what the roundtables are there for. You literally, JP, you're always welcome to come join. You know that. Why would I not let you come? I've let you join the roundtable before. I wouldn't stop letting you join now. Don't beg. Stop that begging, JP. You're always welcome to come join. I love your frame of mind and all the stuff that you do out there in the community as well. And yeah, dude, absolutely 100%. You are more than welcome to come and join us anytime we have one of those roundtables. I love having you on. Absolutely nothing I would like more than to have more opinions, more people out there, more personality, to get the ball rolling and make everybody kind of have different outlooks on what the game should or should not be looking like. And that's what we're aiming for. Now, as you can see, the death still right here on the stream, you can see there's a death still right here next to my name. It's getting filled up, guys. We're getting close. We're getting close to pushing that button and being able to make endless amounts of plastinium right through the water that's coming out of this bloody death still. You guys make sure to keep pushing this content out there. Tell your friends all about the Nerdbird. Tell them to come watch the channel. Tell them to come join us. And most of all, make sure that you guys are sharing all the stories. Stephen Adams, how's it going? It's great to see you again. How are you doing? As always, great to see you. Anything new going on your side of the world? Krezel, that's right. There was a little choot. I think we got a little alien too. Staying on the line of the Star Wars community. But yeah, I mean, I absolutely love being in there talking with those guys. So look, it's not like I have to wake up every Saturday at 4:30 to get to the office to do this. So yeah, I don't mind. Like every like 2 weeks or so, I can like pull myself out of bed. I already talked to my wife about it. She made fun of me. She gave me the cold shoulder, like, who is there anyone famous? I'm like, I don't know. I don't actually know any of the guys that were out there. I just know that they were all talking about streaming. Maybe some of them are popular. I don't know. I'm definitely not popular, so I'm guessing they'll be just about as unpopular as me, probably more popular than me.
You guys are missing this.
But yeah, overall, yeah, it's great to see it.
Sergeant over here.
Who are you fighting?
It's Sergeant.
Oh, so is it worth going out there or what? I guess we will, regardless. I actually have to find my rocket launcher. I'm thinking that I had it in a cargo container. It's a normal drama, to be honest. On the plus side, MT server, my server seemed to be running normal now. Awesome, dude. I know you were having trouble with that server the other day, Steven, and dude, nothing sucks worse than buying a game, paying for a server, and the server not working for you. That literally rips the rug out from underneath you and, like, just knocks the breath out of you. It's hard to get up and get that thing rolling again, but I am happy to hear that stuff is starting to work out for you again, and I hope that we keep getting good luck out there with you on those servers. Remember, though, Steven, Cetus is waiting for you. All you have to do is come into his accepting arms and become a Harkonnen and win the Landsrad with us every week as we dominate the Euphrates. Thanks for the gift sub. Absolutely. Thank you, Lightning Hawk, for dropping that out there. Like, Cat Weasel is a dedicated member of this community. He's always giving these gift subs. Cat Weasel is what keeps the lights on, guys. This guy, you should be giving, like, multiple high fives to if there is an icon or anything to do so. He is fantastic with the way he contributes and keeps this community rolling. Once again, Cat Weasel, I thank you. You are absolutely fantastic, man. Thank you for all that contribution and time that you put into it. Yeah, Steven, we need you to come join us out here in Sheetish, because Cetus is where all the fun action is, and I reckon you would enjoy it more on Cetus
Right in the middle of that.
than you would be on your private server. So, like, get out here. Get out here. Come join us. Let's make the most of it. I can't remember exactly where I put my rocket launcher. Wait. That's my boost mod. That's a storage mod. I know. I definitely need these to be pulled out. Maybe it's the other carrier. No, that's not it. Okay, then that means it is floating around somewhere else. Let's go to backpack. And let's go drop these in somewhere else. Oh, yeah, dude, that rep grind is nasty. Look, I like what they've done. Like, I love that Funcom is, like, taking time to, like, absolutely, like, open the game up for us to, like, be specializing in all these things and give us a chance to, like, the people who put in the time get to grow stronger and more adequate inside of the game. But I also realize that that literally takes away any chance that anybody wants to, like, do multiple characters. Not anyone. There's a lot of people that do like to do multiple characters. Don't get me wrong. Like, every day I'm hearing people say that they have, like, 8 characters. There's a guy who literally joined Cetus today with Lightning who says he's on his 11th take. 11 times he has started this game over. But I'm not quite sure how often he is actually, like, maintaining those characters. That would be an interesting thing to figure out. Yeah, you know what? I'm such a wasteful person. I'm just gonna go build one. Like, I don't care. Just gonna build one. Uh-oh, we're stuck. We welcome all to join. Cetus is correct, Krezel. We want you all here. You're all welcome to join us. But if you're a Harkonnen, you have a extremely warmer welcome than what an Atreides would get, is all I'm saying. We don't want the thruster, we want the rocket launcher. We want to craft that bad boy up. Oh, I'm out of spice melange. Oh no. No, I'm joking. I got a huge freaking cargo container full of it. I had a discussion with a friend about the PvP in this game, and they said Funcom is catering to the PvE community. And I responded with 80% of the community is PvP. But like I said, before PvP has a place in this game, it just has no meaning right now still. Yeah, so look, in some ways, I think people interpret the path taken and don't understand that there is an alternative reality to it. No, you had it right. I understand exactly what you said, JP. So what I'm going to throw down here is like a hard truth for everyone. Because look, I'm gearing up for PvP. I've called in the apocalyptic horsemen to come back into the game, and I'm literally just dumping Mark 6 stuff on everybody who's popping into my server right now that's coming to PvP with us. And this is fun because I see now that we have that path that we can now PvP without hurting people. Well, I'm sure people are going to get hurt, but if you don't want to PvP, you can just stay over there in your own little area, right? But the thing that I want to say here is, without them taking time to set up this last chapter, chapter 3, and all of these specializations, I don't think PvP would be as fun or as awesome as what it's going to be. Dude, hear me out. Right? You take your time. You get your exploration going. I mean, look at this, dude. Do you know now with my carrier ornithopter, even just sitting here, not even at 50, like, dude, for a good 25 seconds, I can literally hit my afterburner because literally I have a reduction in heat. Where you at? It's somewhere in here. I have reduced heat while I'm flying my ornithopter. I'm flying faster, right? I'm taking less damage just by doing that. So let's say I want to get into aerial PvP. What people are sitting around saying, this is all catered to PvE. Dude, what does a PvEer need reduced damage to vehicles for? What's the point of having it? What is going to literally be damaging your vehicle? Because when you're driving around, the darts that NPCs shoot don't damage your vehicle. When you crash your vehicle into the side of a wall, it doesn't damage your vehicle. I think people don't necessarily always okay, sandstorms. That's right, Lightning Hawks. Thank you. The one answer that does come out, high five, dude. Look, for you, Lightning Hawks, I'm going to take a second here, and because you guys have to know, Lightning Hawks is also a honorary, absolute, the best thing. She is a Harkonnen, and for you, I'm definitely going to toss this out for you because she is a Harkonnen. Thank you. That was the perfect answer. Yeah, that is the one thing that is actually giving you damage, but I don't necessarily think they are putting that here for that reason. I more or less want to say that the reason they have implemented these type of things, such as increased vehicle speed, reduced damage to vehicles, reduced overheating, this is because they're thinking about PvP. So everyone who's throwing these fits, they're not taking time to actually look at a bigger picture. They're just pissed because right now what I want to be doing is getting taken away from me, and that's pissing me off. I want it to be my way now, or I want to quit. This is the same thing that the opposite extreme is saying, which is if they force me onto another server, I'm going to quit the game because I'm happy on a 2-person server where I can sit out and grind spice all day long by myself. There's nothing that's really going on with that spice, guys. Why sit on a server all by yourself and just grind spice all day? Yeah, it puts you in a great place. It put me in a great place. But at the end of the day, there has to be something you are spending that on, or it's just a stored commodity of uselessness. And, I mean, all of these things...
I mean, I understand the dev team's desire to
damage to staggered targets. Okay, yeah, you can do that on NPCs, but once again, in a PvP situation, a staggered target, more damage, PvP influenced. So I don't necessarily believe, guys, that Funcom is just ignoring PvP. You would have to be absolutely blind to sit here and say, they're not thinking about PvP at all. They're not incorporating anything PvP in it because there are literally things that they are adding to these specializations which only are really affected by PvP. What's up, JP? I think you're back. Great. So understand, guys. Just understand. Don't don't undershoot what Funcom is doing. Funcom is literally thinking about PvP. Don't think Joel is not sitting back there rolling his eyes while people are like making choices to go what feels like more PvE. They're not going to like forget about PvPers. And look, this move for this split PvP thing, and hey, what's up, Hardstyler? How's it going? This split is the best thing that they could have done for the game. They're literally offering people a chance to go out there and farm, and nobody should be complaining about being killed by gankers. There are going to be a lot of people complaining, but that's a whole different story. We're not even going to get into that because, look, dude, we'll see what happens, but I got to tell you something. There is nothing worse than a PvE griefer, and my boys and girls out there in the Nerdbird community taking time to watch these things, Jisoo telling you that she loves you. You guys, you got to know PvE griefers are way worse than PvPers. You will see. But I mean, once again, JP, when I hear people throw that argument that they're like, dude, Funcom doesn't care about PvPers. Dude, those people are so either tunnel visioned or so short-sighted that they can't actually see all of the stuff that they did with Chapter 3 that actually is more focused in terms of what PvP will become than anything else. So, at the end of the day, look, dude, guys, we don't got to label people. Let's not label people. Let's not get into this, all right? JP's opinion is just as important as anyone else's. JP's not coming in here calling people names or anything like that. Not mad at anyone, not trying to like come down on anyone, but let's just hold on it. Because, dude, let me tell you, there are people that are way more extreme than JP's view on what PvP should be. But let's just stick to the basic truths of what we're trying to explain here, that we're trying to get at. And what JP came in here and said was that him and his friends are talking about how Funcom is completely forgetting about PvP. Look, guys, I just want you to once again, take that broader view. Like, take a look back, guys. Take a look at exactly what is going on. You have to read between the lines. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm going to like summarize it because look, dude, I'm going to sit here and like go off on like 5-hour tangent on like, I will literally walk through all these skills and tell you, dude, there's no way this is for PvE. This is also something that is going to be highly influential in terms of PvP. I mean, this entire freaking line right here for exploration is literally more or less, whether you want to admit it, like the cat's meow for anyone who wants to PvP in the near future. Because what is PvP in Dune currently? It is literally air combat. Nobody wants to get on the ground and get hit in the face with a grade 5 ancient way and get one shot. So it's about, hey, I'm going to shoot you out of the sky, the worm's going to eat your thing, and then we're going to do some PvP chat together. That's what it is, basically, at this point. I'll get to that. Thank you, Steven, for like pulling me off. Steven knows how to direct me off of this. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate it. Just keep in mind, guys, it's a total misleading idea that Funcom is not thinking about PvP. Funcom is literally writing PvP like buffs and things into these spec trees. If you don't believe me, go read through all of them. Take time to actually like mouse through each and every one of these bastards and then start thinking, how could this literally work in a PvP situation? And I guarantee, dude, you are going to be rather amazed at how much these specs are going to literally transfer into the PvP deep desert, and they're going to become just a hot item ticket. Because, dude, if you are literally maxed out on these things and other people are not, there will be consequences if they try to PvP you. That's all I'm saying. I think, Kwanzin-G, I think it's for both. I think it's both PvP and PvE. But, dude, I'm just to that like boiling point with people who are saying Funcom isn't thinking about PvP at all. Dude, they are thinking about PvP. They've never stopped thinking about it. They just are trying to juggle shit and trying to keep as many people happy as they possibly can. Give them time. Look, dude, Chapter 3 was not a rollback from PvP. It's just a way for them to try to figure out how to move forward and make the people who are actually dedicated to playing this game, staying in the game and doing shit on a daily basis, get paid whenever it comes time for the Reaper to like show his face on the sands of the deep desert. Keep that in mind, guys. I'm serious. Keep it in mind. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, level 100 in testing stations is great. But what is level 100 on the field of battle in PvP? Not only, dude, now you, JP, stop pulling me back into this shit. Dude, not only is combat not only is this going to be like a major boost for the amount of damage you're like whooping up on somebody's ass, dude, look at the damage mitigation. Dude, I'm only at like level freaking 66. I already have plus 32.5% damage mitigation. Dude, when you max this thing out, my God, man. If you have 100 on combat and you're a ground-based PvP player and somebody's trying to fiddle with you, dude, unless they are also like maxed out and doing stuff, you literally have a massive, you have like over a 45% damage mitigation, as well as like close to like, what is it? What does it end up being? Like maybe 100% damage. Like I don't know the exact number on it, but it will be up there. Like, I still have quite a bit to go to reach that thing. Not only that, but you also have all these additional skill points that literally you can make yourself a ranged and a melee like damage powerhouse. So like, dude, please don't tell me. Please don't. No one. And I'm not jumping on JP. I know this is not what you're saying. I'm just like trying to. Thank you, Matsuda. 50 and a 100. Just. People stop like spreading this nefarious rumor that Funcom is like leading us away from PvP. That is the biggest load of turd shit I've ever heard my entire life. They're literally giving us a PvP deep desert. They're literally giving us specs that are going to make us kill the hell out of each other or survive the killing spree. And at the end of the day, look, dude, whether you want to do PvP or not, doesn't matter. That's up to you. This is your game. You can play PvE, you can play PvP. This is the beauty of it. We no longer have to fly around asking people, are you bad? Are you good? Who are you? It's now going to be what Funcom was actually trying to get us to do, which I don't entirely agree with. I still think that there are better ways to put together a PvP game. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm still not happy with the way PvP rolls out in this game, but at least now we are starting to make these communities again. And now we're going to re-enter the deep desert in like a second rebirth. Because remember, whenever this game launched, the biggest issue overall was that obviously a lot of people did not want to do PvP, right? Oh, it has no meaning, 100%. But it does. It does have meaning, actually. I take that back. I'm walking it back. It's no longer, hey, there's no meaning. It's, hey, I own the deep desert. Now you can literally own the deep desert without somebody being upset that you're killing them because they also want access to in-game content. So 100% on top of this, dude. The new concept for the deep desert is literally going to be which communities have the ability to go out there and knock the crap out of people more than they can get the crap knocked out of them. That is the flex. That is the meaning behind it. But once again, I also don't agree with this. I think there could be a more like constructive, thought out process that like leads us into a path where more people are wanting to productively engage in PvP, whether they're PvP or PvE players. But it's not going to happen right now. Maybe it will never happen. Maybe Funcom just doesn't have that imagination. But dude, there is a need for that PvP to go on. It's going to be who can control the deep desert, which is what pretty much Funcom was telling people when this game launched. Those who control the desert control the spice. They control the plastinium. If you can control it, you are the winner of the game. This is why I'm getting all these old hardcore PvPers now coming back into the game. They're wanting to get back out there. They're wanting to flex. They're wanting to do some hardcore PvP. So don't think that it's dying out, guys. If you're into PvP, don't feel bad. But I am going to tell you this. Don't go out there solo. Try to find a community to play with and try to get with people that are going to like fly out there and do stuff with you and make that deep desert like a more community-based like event. And I promise you, you will enjoy the deep desert a lot more than if you go out there solo and just try to pick at people. It's now going to be people who can literally just go out there and pound people. So find a community, make friends. This is the other thing that made the game a huge like negative when the game launched, because first there were the people who didn't want to get in PvP. They got shunned away. Then there were the people who wanted to PvP and didn't mind, but couldn't compete with the bigger guilds that were literally just attacking and destroying everybody. And then those guys were saying, at least on Cetus, they were saying, hey, come join us. Like, join us. You don't have to join our guild, but if you're not in our guild, you have to do that. They'll make up their own little like PvP, like RP rules or whatnot. You know, you get these guys who are like flying around saying like, you don't have your spice pass for this week. You're gonna die. Whatever, dude. I don't care about that nonsense. But at the end of the day, if you join a community and you go out there and PvP with them, whether you win or lose at it, you will have a lot more fun. Just keep it in mind. Funcom has not forgotten about PvP. In the story, bird out. I don't have a micro. I do, but I don't want to drop it because it's the only microphone I have. So we're going to leave it at that. Now, I've lost a lot of time here, like going on this rant. I apologize. I have lost a lot of questions or things. So, look, if I have, like, skipped past something you wanted to ask, please just type it again so that I can read it, and I'll get to you right now because, obviously, we are in talk session. We are in conversation, so there's no reason for me to be running around and ignoring people. Let's talk. All right, starting here with Astrum. How is Matsuda having it backwards when... I just lost it, sorry. PvP is also the guild who wants to claim the most Landrad points. PvP is also them being at pit first before anyone else. PvP is fortifying Stravinium Islands to drain its resources. The PvE crowd will make up with a hangover. I mean, all of that is controlling the desert, so I'm not against what you're saying, Astrum. I think that is pretty much what the purpose of Deep Desert is going to be. So I read that back, which, my bad. I don't know. I've lost it. Please, like, type again. I apologize if you have to type again, but, like, this is just what happens when I go on rants, and I really want to get to everybody, hear what you have to say, and if there is something that you really feel like you want to like express and talk to me about. If you have a conflicting opinion with me, also, please throw that opinion out there. There's nothing I like more than having a good discussion about what is or isn't. We might not ever come to an agreement, but at least people can like take their sides, figure out what they believe, and we can move on as a community in this way. I get so bored of the I can't farm PvE solo carriers. Yeah, so... Look, there is a lot of people out there that are toxic, and they do want it. That's what they want. They want an easy fight. And once again, even those people that are joining us are kind of like this. And I'm like, dude, be a fucking man and just bone up and get ready for real PvP. That's all I can say about it. There's no reason to like be attacking poor people that don't want to fight back. It's an easy kill. I know there's this argument for like scarcity, like by you attacking them, it's making the resources scarcer, so the market is actually starting to tick and work. Whatever, dude. I would rather have a workable playing population than I would scarcity and a working market. Give me numbers over operating market any day of the week. Sure, people can disagree with me on that, but hey, look, dude, at the end of the day, if there's no one playing the game, who cares if there's a frickin' market? I like what Funcom has done. You now have a choice if you want to PvP or not. Exactly, Steven. That's it. So this is also like an important thing that a lot of people who are into PvE have to like take time to consider. When you do take yourself into that PvP zone, if you do like risk the hazards of getting in there and do that, don't be upset if you die. You have to know it is now going to be a very risky business to enter that area. So just keep that in mind. If you die, you're going to die. If you get ganked, you're going to get ganked. That is all that is going to happen. It's going to be a nightmarish place because the only people that are going to be out there are going to be people who want that kind of content. So please keep that in mind. PvP is also the guild... Astrom, I'm sorry. The way the resources are spread out and how easy, cheap to make weapons and gear show that everything revolves around losing items. A game like Enshrouded has a complete different resource economy aimed at full PvP. I think this is going to be dealing with something else that somebody's commented up below because I don't think you can compare Enshrouded to... I would compare Enshrouded to like Valheim or V Rising, or even the new game Windward, but I would never put them and Dune Awakening in the same class of games. They work, they fill, they move, they don't compromise together in the same way. Sure, they're both survivals, but anyone who's played those definitely know that they kind of aren't the same thing. I do think they need to solve griefing and we'll be okay. Look, there shouldn't be any reason to think that there's griefing now. Okay, there is one thing. Like if people are literally posting like 100 people in the A row killing everyone who's coming into the deep desert before they can actually like barely pass the beeline, in my opinion, that is kind of griefing. I don't know how to fix that. That could become a reality. That was a reality at one point in this game. But once again, Funcom is saying that if you control the deep desert, you control the spice. Whether they're going to nerf stuff, whether they're going to change things up, I don't know. But it's definitely going to be an interesting few weeks once they do open this up. Funcom finally separated the PvE and PvP paths. This is a good thing. Now they need to figure out the right incentives for PvP. I agree, George, and let me say, I don't know. Has anyone been out there in the PTC? Do they have the control points put back in the PTC? I'm just curious, because if they don't, I kind of am dreaming up this thing that they are doing, which is going to be when you go out to the PvP zone, they're going to have those control points again, and instead of having to come back into the overland map to do PvE quests, okay, so this is what I think that they're going to be doing here. I think that when you go out to the PvP zone, they're going to implement those control points back, and instead of having to go back into the overland map or Haga Basin to do quests, you're going to be able to accept PvP Landsrad quests. And I think that's the reason they took them out. They didn't have a way to calculate the tick over time that the Landsrad control points were giving and fit it in with the current system that they made with all the spec tree and everything else. And I think what it's going to be is they're going to try to make it where you can just stay in the deep desert all day long. You can take this quest, you can collect those control points, you get the control quest. Pick another control quest, get the control points, and just do this all day long. And I believe they kind of think that this will be something that sparks people to go out there and fight over the control points. I don't really believe it's going to be that way, but I would much rather see like an ESO-based control point like setup where you actually have defendable places that you have to like take over, build fortification, and control and protect before you move on to the next area. I don't think, though, Funcom is going to like put that much energy into the game, but you know, I do more PvE, but do PvP too, and I can tell that PvP that keep a live service game alive. PvE needs constant PvPers create their own content. I agree, or they just need a good dev team that can create the content and incentive for people to drive deeper into the game doing so. I think they should focus on working on a matchmaking system. At least it would be needed for PvP arenas and PvE overlay. Thank you, dude. Give that Hark a blade, my man. Absolutely. Overland testing stations. Look, there's a lot of stuff that it seems Funcom has created and just left out. Oh, Jisoo. So I definitely think that there are like things that they've completely just forgotten about. Whether or not they're going to go back and fix these later on, I don't know. Like, for example, Landsrad isn't really giving stuff that I would expect, especially like the Landsrad vendors. Like, come on, dude. You can't have us fight all week long for a weapons vendor that's going to give us something worse than what we're going to get from like the first 2 times we do a testing station. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Hopefully they do like rewind and think through this and make something that works out properly. If they do, I think it will definitely be a bonus to the game. I think they should focus on working on matchmaking systems. The matchmaking system, I also agree. A lot of people want this. I don't know that they're going to ever do that either, but definitely a way for you to be able to join into a group would be like a very enriching mechanic. The problem is that right now, the biggest group you can get is 4, and I don't think they're planning on making bigger groups. So I think Funcom is trying to avoid that zerging system where you jump in and you're literally like making a group of 32 people to go out to the deep desert and beat the crap out of everything. I think that's what they're trying to avoid. So matchmaking system would be great, but once again, it only gets you so far because you only have 4 people in a group. The entire purpose of PvP is literal resource denial, and most PvE do not understand that. Yeah, so most that, I mean, this is what you're going to hear a lot in next week's roundtable. They're going to be pushing this thing of resource rarity. That the more PvP that's going on, the less people are out there doing resource grinding. Therefore, resources become more valuable on the market. Once again, yeah, I can see how like supply and demand works this way, but my overall view is, at least for Dune, not necessarily every game out there, but my initial stance on Dune is I would rather see an active player base than a active market. Markets are great and all, but I would much rather see more people playing and then seeing a market that's actually functioning properly at this point. Later on, if they can fix other things, then yeah, a market will be an absolute banger idea to like put in there and like make scarcity of different resources. The only thing Funcom took away was the easy prey. When you go to PvPDD, come prepared and expect resistance. Isn't that better? I agree. No, there's no control points yet, but they said they're going to put those things back in. We just don't know how they're going to put them back in. And I really believe it's going to be tied to a Landsrad mission. A PvP Landsrad mission, that is. Getchos, how's it going? Now they have pretty much sorted PvE in-game. Hopefully they add more variety. I agree. Would like to see PvP stuff worked on. I have always felt PvP events based around the large spice field should be a thing. Me too. The most important thing on this game is that large spice field. Finding a way to make people compete for that. Sorry about that thump sound. Finding people to compete over that just seems like a much better idea. I hope that they do end up getting it. I think they're working on that because the other day, me and my group had on names over and over and over again. We had player names on the left side of the screen and had like 16 of them. You had 16 player names on the screen? I'm confused. How did you get 16 player names on the screen? Just sell your Regis components that go for 1 million. There you go, Cat Weasel. That's a great idea. Like, dude, if you are looking to get into it, those Regis components, they're really nifty to be selling right now for all. Party bug was fixed last patch. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, 5 minutes till reset. That's why I'm going heavy on the conversation right now. Hey, what's up, Jay? How's it going? As a sole PvE player, not sure why other PvE players are complaining. We'll have an entire deep desert. Let the PvP players play. I agree, Jay. I think it's the best thing that they've done thus far. That's crazy that you had 16. We were playing the game. We were in a party of 3 and on names just, oh. I understand now, JP. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so from what I understand, the reason that happens is that was the easiest way for them to fix that solo multiple person party group glitch. So like there's two instances of you kind of. There's like you that is joined the dungeon and you that's in the dungeon. That way more people can't join in and do the glitch that used to happen. Yeah, I hope that they fix that as well. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I thought you meant like when you were flying around in the deep desert, you actually had like 16 different people on your screen. And I was like, well, when did this happen, dude? I've been asking for that since the beginning. The name duplication is a UA. They patched it. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that thing, I heard that was primarily a way for them to keep people from doing that glitch. Does anyone know if chats are shared across instances? In other words, PvE, PvP, Deep Desert? No. Oh, wait. Whenever they split, I don't know. You'd have to ask somebody who's actually... That's actually a great question for people who are in the PTC right now. Just like ask them if that is happening. I don't know if there's enough people doing it on both sides and testing it, but that would actually be a really good idea to go out there and test that. That's a good question, School's Out. I don't know. But I'm interested to find out. So if anyone knows, please let me know. Let the community know. We'd all like to know. So I think that they are working on bigger parties. Once again, I don't think that was a bigger party thing. I think that was more or less because people were glitching into the testing stations as a solo player, but multiple people were able to get in there. And so they weren't able to figure out how to fix it. So what they ended up doing was they created separate instances of you being entering the dungeon so that they could have a marker for it. So you couldn't glitch one person in and then get 3 more to join you. And then they put the second name, which was you in the dungeon. So this way the system is able to work out, look, there's actually only 4 people in here, but we're having to like calculate them as like double so that we don't glitch it out. And George is saying that it's already been fixed, so that's a good thing. Didn't see anyone talking about DD chat on the PTC. We'll ask. Thank you. I appreciate that, George Revere. No, DD chat is instance-based. At least that is how it works currently on Harmony with 3 instances. So I'm guessing it's going to be like similar things in whenever we get these split Deep Desert. It's like, I don't know why PvP Deep Desert chat would make anything relevant for PvE. I don't see how why they would want to know what was going on both ends. But I don't know. Hopefully George Revere can check that out. According to Astrom, at least on Harmony, this is not the case. So it'll be a mess if the chat is merged because Spice Blows are instance-based as well. Yeah, and not only that, but like, could you imagine just the mouth vomit coming in those chats between two different sources? Like, you would not know who is talking to who. Like, it would be absolutely mass chaos. Oh, I'm getting itchy because I'm getting sweaty. Why doesn't my AC work? Didn't see anyone talking. All right, we're good. We caught up. Once again, everybody, I want you guys to give a nice shout out and thank you to Raven and Matsuda for taking time to get in here and moderate these channels. These guys are absolutely fantastic. I could not do this without them. They are the best moderators any streamer could ask for. Like, once again, guys, just give them a shout out, give them a high five, give them anything. Show your appreciation to these guys. They are literally the glue that binds this stream together. Without them, it just would not work out the way that I wish it would. I gotta turn back on my music because I don't want to hear pirate music. This is stuff I created for the good old Windrose, and I'm not gonna do it. Arigato, nerdy-san. Yes, Daniel-san. Take bribes in one and Amazon gift cards. Joke. I'm out of this. That's like my favorite joke to my students. I'll always say, like, when I'm handing their midterm exams back, I'll be like, you guys did really badly. Remember, red envelopes with $500 US are always accepted underneath my door with your name and student ID number on. And they always were like, huh? It's like, just joking. Obviously, I would never do it. But, yeah, it's always good for a joke, Raven. Thank you for throwing that out there. Cookies and cards, though. Cookies and cards. We can't be leaving those things out, right? Whew, man, it's hot. And me getting all excited over the whole PvP thing has just, like, upped my temperature by like 30 degrees. I'm burning at like 62 degrees right now. Woo. And that sucks when you have a beard that you don't want on your face. Oh my God, that sucks. Oh, thank you for joining. You will not be disappointed. Erie0202, you are a freaking champion. That's me doing the chicken dance because I am obviously a nerd. And hey, make sure that you're stopping in and sharing your stories, asking questions, or just like giving your opinion every so often. There's nothing I love more than meeting new people and chatting with them and getting them incorporated into this broader community that we all have around us with Dune. We all love having people come in and just keeping the game and the community flowing. Nerds, stop pretending you're not already getting used to the beard. Oh, I hate it, dude. I still hate it. Like right now, I hate it. We talked again to my son. Steven Adams asked this like 8 hours ago. Sorry, Steven. Yeah, we talked to my son today. We get to talk to him every Saturday, every Sunday for 1 hour. It ends up being like 30 minutes. But he's passed all of his tests, like the hiking test and his running test, his shooting test. He threw his grenades. He got through that. He went through the gas chamber, survived it. And he's doing great. Because I have this odd superstition, geckos, that if I grow this beard out, my son will be able to make it through boot camp without getting hurt and with succeeding into his final position as a Katusa. So I believe that I'm a father. So of course I want to believe that I have some kind of power, influence over like the future well-being of my son. I know it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but hey, have kids and watch them go into forced military service and you tell me how you handle it. This is the way I'm handling it, okay? Okay, geckos, I'm handling it this way. Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that, Josh. Josh, it's good to see you back in. What games have you been streaming lately, dude? I think you stopped in to Discord the other day, but I was busy like hammering out some stuff. What games are you into right now? Nothing? You've been playing Dune. Oh, awesome, dude. Okay, I'm glad to see you back in Dune. Make sure that you get in streaming and you link it to me so that I can start watching you and, start maybe helping you get more of a community going over your way. That sounds like fair. Continue. Thank you, geckos, for your support. Without it, I might have shaved tonight. Forced military for what country? South Korea. South Korea, all gentlemen ages 20 to 28, in order to maintain their Korean citizenship, must serve in one branch of the military for at least 2 years. I just took a break from streaming, and I will thank you, bro, because things are starting to pop right. Awesome, dude. Yeah, I remember you were saying that you've just been like really busy. So it's great to hear that it's coming off of that peak. Like there's nothing worse than like seeing your life being absorbed by work and then slowly seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. And it's like, oh, this feels so good. Like I can stop thinking about work. It happens for me like every like 4 months. Winter and summer vacations are like 2.5 months every time. And it's just such a relief. And it's one of the worst things to have to go back into. Even though, dude, I really love my work, I still really enjoy not having to do anything or getting to do what I want without something like contradicting and pulling me into it. Get home and I just want to sleep, but it keeps me humble. Awesome, dude. No, dude, you're doing the right thing. This is called growing up and like becoming a man. Taking those responsibilities and doing the right thing. Dude, I'm very proud of you as always. I mean, he is the other Josh. We are Josh's from another mother, his from Australia, mine obviously from America. But hey, we are still functioning in this universe together. It's awesome. I see. I will stay in Texas. Yeah. Oh, are you in Texas, Lightning? I didn't know that. I was thinking you had quite a twang, a little East Texas twang. Are you East Texan? Because you definitely don't sound like you're from Dallas. And nowadays, I don't think Austin has any kind of accents at all. That's right, my man. That's right. Does the South Korean military personnel specialize in different trades? If so, what are they? What? So, if you're joining the military in Korea, there are two paths that every kid wants to take. The first path is to become what we call a katusa. That's like the Korean American, I don't know. It's about, these are the Korean soldiers that they put on American bases to work with the U.S. Army and help them like smooth out stuff. No, I'm originally from Texas. School's out. I'm originally from Texas as well. That's why I was asking Lightning. Dallas, Fort Worth? Ooh. I'm a Houstonian, so the Cowboys and the Rangers, the two worst teams in baseball and football. And don't even throw those Mavericks in there. Absolute garbage. It's all about Houston, guys. Don't ever forget that. When you go to Texas, that's the only place outside of Austin worth going to. Lightning, I'm just joking. Don't get mad at me. I love Dallas and Fort Worth. I spent some time in Deep Ellum every so often when I was in university, doing the club scene over there. But so he's doing Katusa, which is basically working with U.S. military. Everyone wants this job because it's easy. Like, it is the easiest job to get. My son got this job. So before you join, you have to do all of these like community service things and take a TOEIC test. And then you submit it to the military, and they pick you by random out of lotto, all the people who can successfully like achieve these goals. And those are the people that become Katusa. My son got picked to be a Katusa. So he's actually a very lucky boy. The second thing is the Korean Air Force, because Air Force is always easier no matter where you're at. And that also takes kids having to be like really good students, smart, yada, yada, yada. Then comes the Army, who have to like walk on the DMZ in the middle of the winter with like 5 feet of snow in combat boots with military bags and shit. Then you get the Navy and the Marines, which like nobody wants to do that unless you're absolutely like hardcore gung-ho. So, oh no, fair enough. North or south? Just wondering. If you don't want me to dox you, I'll stop. But being a Texan, I always like knowing where my Texans are from, because I probably have been through your city or town, and you know, I like shouting it out. I love Texans. Can't get enough of my hometown people. I just don't want to go back there because I'm scared my kids will get like arrested by ICE and like taken away from me. Chair Force, exactly right. School's out. Chair Force. I'm sure I just pissed off like 100 people by doing that. But so anyways, he's in Katusa. They have like different professions as well. We don't know what that's going to be. He does boot camp, which is the like 6 weeks here. So on the 28th, we go pick him up. We spend like 6 hours with him, and then we take him to Katusa boot camp. And there they have like another 4 weeks where they test and do all this crap. Then they pick where they're going to send the kids from there. So we're crossing our fingers because we literally have 2 of the biggest bases like right down the road from us. One in Osan, the other one in Songtan, which is about, I don't know, an hour drive. So whenever he gets vacations, I can like drive down there, pick him up, bring him home. It'll be easy. But you don't know. You never know until they actually choose and see what other kids do. I live in rural area, Dallas Fort Worth, just the closest known area to you. Yeah. That's a long chat. I'm glad we were able to get all that stuff out, dude. After me going on my tangent about PvP. But I mean, seriously, guys, don't think that Funcom has forgot about PvP. Like, take a close look at all that stuff. You will be amazed at how much those specializations actually are going to be influencing PvP in very, very, very big ways. What do I want to do? Oh, awesome. Dude, link that thing to me in Discord so I can get that out to more people to watch. Dinger, what's up? Dinger. Hey, Dinger, do me a favor, dude. In your message when you go to the deep desert saying that you're going to, like, kill people, please take out that spot that on, like, seeing them streaming it. Like, you got to take that out. I don't want you to get... Good. I don't want you to get banned. Like, you know I'm not going to report you and ban you. Like, the second I saw it, I was like... Well, shit, dude, like, I don't have anything to fight Dinger with. Let's just pack up and go in. But like the second I read it again, I was like, dude, Dinger, you got to take that shit off. I don't want you to get in trouble, my man, because you definitely don't deserve to get in trouble. Like, you're doing the right thing. We're good. I'm leaving it at that. My boy doesn't deserve to get in trouble for anything. He's literally doing God's work by having fun out there. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, seriously, this is a huge markup for PvP. If people don't really see that, you're just being short-sighted, guys. Like, at the end of the day, like, it kind of feels anytime something changes in a game, people are going to complain about it. Fucking dude, when you play WoW, if somebody nerfs somebody's like axe by like 2 hit points, they complain about it. When you play like League of Legends and you know your character's not able to absolutely destroy the entire freaking map because of like one skill and it gets nerfed, they complain about it. People complain about anything that takes away from their easy ability to have victory in a game. And this is not something to complain about. The broader picture is definitely like massive. Like, dude, you should literally be happy that they stepped back, gave us chapter 3, created those specs, threw a real working lands rat in there, and are now going to be working on PvP. Just saying it. I'm throwing it out there. I'm done with it. I'm not going to bug. Unless somebody literally pulls me back into this, I'm not going to go through this again because I'm sure there's at least like 69 people alive right now who are tired of hearing me like go in circles on this. I said to heaps of people in the Discord who do PvP, stop raging at C2 us. You have the valued experience, make it constructive, and say your feedback nicely. Very true. Like, a lot of people don't realize how much that nice comment goes further than, like, the asshole. It's like, screw you, this is what I want. Especially when people work in, like, hypotheticals. It's my favorite in my YouTube videos. Whenever the talks about, like, migrations came in, everyone's like, I'm going to leave this game if they make me migrate. It's like, dude, don't say it that way. Just be like, man, I would be so much happier if we didn't have to move stuff. Yeah, dude, a positive mindset goes so much further than being negative or threatening or aggressive. Like, you'll be amazed with it. Trust me, dude, I had to sit in Discord all day long dealing with this. Like, trying to explain to people, look, there's no reason to be aggressive, guys. Like, there's going to be action out there, but they're all just so, I'm scared I'm not going to get what I want, so I gotta make war with everyone. It's like, dude, just take a deep breath for a second, my man. Like, it's going to be okay. There's going to be plenty of PvP. You don't have to, like, come out the gate swatting at everybody. Like, dude, come on. I mean, this isn't, I almost went there, and I'm not going to go there. But, I mean, this isn't like a war, guys. Like, there's going to be plenty of PvP. There's plenty of people who already have existing PvP groups wanting to go out there. Are you going to get to jack your solo spice miner? Probably not. You know, sorry you don't get an easy kill. But, hey, dude, sorry you're actually going to have some kind of skill when it comes to PvP. Sorry, guys. Those who are more skilled are going to win. Those who are less skilled, like me, are going to lose. That's the way it goes. Ferrix, my man, what's going on? We hitting this topic again? Well, I mean, it did come up, and I think you missed a lot of big points, Ferrix. You missed a lot of big points. But, yeah, this has been the biggest, most controversial topic in this game for the longest time. Like, everyone has literally been talking up PvP versus PvE since day one. It is one of the most annoying freaking topics that you have to listen to all of the time. And dude, at the end of the day, why is it such a big topic? Yeah, I mean, I get that people don't like what's happening, but it's fixed now. Let's leave that in the past and let's start driving forward, guys. Let's start seeing what the future could be. And maybe that is the mindset which starts getting Funcom to adapt our game more in that direction. If you sit and dwell on shit that's already getting fixed, you're dwelling on like loose change, my boys. There's nothing to buy with it. Let me see where we're at. After I'm done cave dwelling in the PvP side, I'll go PvE just to stream on Discord all the chaos personally from my friend. Thank you. It's good to talk about and for content. It is. It is great. Like, especially right now, it's a hot topic. But at the same time, like, guys, we can literally be moving forward. We can literally be envisioning a future where these two deep deserts are going to offer a lot of opportunity for people to get what they want without the negative sides initially. What you're saying, you're actually going to have a little bit of skill to PvP. Oh no, say it's not so. Exactly. Like, oh dude, you mean someone's actually going to shoot back at you? No, guys, that's not PvP. That's not PvP at all. What hurts is how Reddit has been complaining for almost a year and got all that they want. But when a PvPer complains they are being treated as oppressors, I don't know, Astrum. I'm back and forth on this one. All right? This is why I'm back and forth on this one. I stream, and on a daily basis, exactly, Elmo, I agree, George Rivera, but on a daily basis, I hear the exact same thing from both sides. I hear one side saying, Funcom only listens to PvEers, and that's the reason why this is happening. And then I hear PvEers say, Funcom only listens to PvPers, and that's why this is happening. And it's like, I never get into it because it's absolutely absurd. People are looking for a place to point a finger at. Dude, if that's the best you can find to point a finger at, okay, go with it. But at the end of the day, this is a company trying to make a game to make money. So they're going to go with what is going to make them the most money at that time, and they're going to try to think in advance on what will give them more money later on. I wish I wasn't awful. You're not awful. Why do you think you're awful, Nico? I don't think you're awful at all. What's up? How are you doing this morning? That's right, Cranky. How are you doing? My main problem, Mr. Crowley, DJ Crovely, with PvE Desert is that Desert has absolutely zero dangers. They have add plenty of mechanics to Desert to make it fun and engaging. Otherwise, it'll be boring. DJ, you might be thinking differently once that thing launches. I've played Conan. I have played Last Oasis. I have played, dude, I can name like 20 survival MMOs that I've played. And every time I've joined like a PvE server, it is 5 trillion times more toxic than the PvP. A PvP server is you building a base, someone destroying it, you fighting over it. One side quits the game, the other side continues, whatever. It goes on like this, right? PvE is always, hey, dude, let's get all 8 of us together and build a huge base around the Plastinium freaking island and make it where only we can farm from it this week. Trust me, dude. There's going to be plenty of people pissed off in that PvE Deep Desert, my man. It's going to happen. 110%. Hey, good, thanks. Just deciding if I can be bothered getting up. Oh, yeah, dude, I hear that, man. I wonder if I can stay awake. Autonomy equals player choice, and competence equals sense of getting better. I mean, look, this is the saying that has always been true since day one about PvP. You can't get better at PvP unless you die. A group of 25 people is oppressive. Never want to get ganked by a mob unless there is a blank. Go against it. Hey, dude. Like, seriously, understandable. Understandable, Dinger. We should make an event to practice. We can meet up on an island and do some fighting for fun / experience. VMAC, first of all, how's it going, dude? Thanks for stopping in. Man, I'm out of water. I'm burning up here. I'm losing more water than I'm taking in. It's killing me. Yeah, okay, dude. I'm down for that. Absolutely. Like, I mean, Dinger came out to PvP today. He announced it. He came out. We packed stuff up and left so that we didn't have to like fight over a carrier ornithopter or stuff like that. So, yeah. Let's PvP. That's what I said. We brought it back in, and I was like, dude, let's just bring everything back in, jump in our PvP, and go have fun with Dinger. But then, as I landed, I heard that the fun with Dinger was already, like, coming to an end. I have a wonder if people have considered the griefers won't be in PvP DD, but in PvP DD, where they can find ways to be dicks. PvP DD is very clear now. Red equals dead. Exactly, dude. It's never been clearer, and I hope everyone who comes out there to it does, like, have that mindset. Don't come out there, die, and get upset, guys. Understand that there's always going to be a chance that someone's going to fly over you and literally destroy everything that you have. I hope this doesn't happen, DJ. I do think it will. But look, dude, I also want you to know that there are PvEers that are going to be literally griefing other PvEers as well. Yeah, okay, look, dude, like I said, dude, playing, perfect example right here. I have two perfect examples for you of how PvEers are way more toxic than PvPers in these type of server instances. First, Conan. Whenever Conan was launching, after like 2 years into it, I started at the launch. We played a little bit, had some fun. We came back like 2 years later, me and my buddy who lives in Japan. And Eugene and I wanted to play, but we couldn't find a server to play on in like North America, in US. So we had to play on the Chinese servers. That server, they blocked off. They built a wall around every single POI, every single spawn point, every single thing that you can think of. The Chinese people built a freaking tower around it, and you had to ask them for permission to it, whether you could use it or not. If you couldn't speak Chinese, couldn't do it. That right there is giga griefing. Second, Ark Survival, Evolved, or freaking ASA Ascension. People to this day on PvE servers literally do the exact same crap, dude. They block shit. They build shit so spawns don't happen. They control spawns. They control the notes that you get in the island for, like, getting the quick and easy levels. Dude, and this isn't China, though, Ferrix. This is, like, everywhere. Like, what's the first thing a PvE server does whenever they get into Ark Survival? They literally jump on the island and they build houses around all of the notes so that people can't get in there and get the notes unless you're in their guild and you ask them for permissions. That's it, DJ. That's what I want to hear. Right there. That's exactly what I want to hear. I want to hear people say, look, dude, you can't be up 24 hours a day. There's going to be a chance for me to get in there and get what's mine. At 2.5 ratio, that is massive, dude. Easy solution, no building zones, titanium intervening islands. Yeah, I hope that's the way that it goes, George Rivera. But look, here's the biggest issue. Every week, the deep desert changes. So you would have to have like a... I guess they could make a set island structure for those where... I don't think they have it, though. I don't think they have a structure that prevents people from building anywhere in the deep desert. I mean, definitely there will be people complaining about it if it starts happening. Maybe they'll fix it at that point, but I don't think currently they have a system that will protect that from occurring. I think that is just a outcome which you should be predicting and planning for right from the beginning. Because it's all about who can get into that server first, get to that point, and start building around shit. So maybe that will be the PvE like battle. Getting there at the same time and fighting for pole position to block people from being able to block other people from getting into nodes. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I guess that could be kind of fun. They have no building zones and testing stations. It can be done. It definitely can. I agree. And I hope that they do something like that, because I promise you, testing, everything will be built around and blocked if they don't do that. You know that, I know that, everyone out here should know that. That is just the nature of the beast whenever it comes to hey, I want to get resources, and if you're keeping me from doing it, I'm going to keep you from doing it. But we'll see. We'll wait and see. We wait and see. Who knows what's going to happen exactly? That's a hard one, because if running a mining operation, then you would usually place fief and storage so you can transfer the buggy, etc. So the islands are no build. The hauling becomes tedious. See, right there, Drax. Right there, George. Exactly. But, I mean, maybe that's the price you pay so that people don't freaking block off your nodes, right? Maybe that is the solution. Yeah, you can go out there and freaking grab titanium, but it takes you freaking 10 minutes to transfer it into your carrier cargo container, right? During the Coriolis, you can log off on the overland map at the DD entrance and be safe. Thank you, Sasfam. There's your way to be first in line, right? I honestly just hate all the labeling of PvP, PvE players and all the stereotyping coming with that for both sides, when in the end, it's just not reality and that simple. It's a huge spectrum of gray, not black and white, just like everything else in life when it comes to human interactions. Right here, guys, I want you to know this is like one of the best PvPers that I know, who is the most chill, non-griefing human being on the face of the earth. Thank you, Matsuda, for that. That is actually awe-inspiring, and it makes a lot of sense. That's the kind of thought process that we all should be like trying to aim to grab. Because there is no reason to literally be pointing fingers at PvP/PvE. But it's just unfortunate that the situations have led us to this point. And I think us in the middle, like the moderate-minded people, agree to that. But if you're on an extreme side of either spectrum, it's obviously going to be a different thing. That's just the way life is, though. Does anyone in PTC know if there are still titanium and stravinium nodes on the blank? If so, wonder if it's faster just to mine on the ship safety and PvP DD with 2.5 yields instead. Oh, okay. So this is another question that's come out, school's out. And I actually want to know the answer to this as well. You know what? I could probably jump on the PTC and fly over there and see. We're actually wondering, are they going to... in my what I want to see, what I think is the best possible situation for the ARO in the PvP Deep Desert is that they take all the resources off of it and revert it back to the way it used to be. Where A to like G or F, there was like maybe 1 or 2 titanium or stravinium nodes somewhere on like a C island, a D island, an F island. And then all of the titanium and stravinium was deep, H, I, all of these areas. That is the only thing that makes sense to me. Because the whole point of reverting a deep desert to its original state is literally to make it for PvPers to PvP. If you're putting shit on the ARO, that's just cheating. And I'm going to guess they're going to take it off. They're going to revert it back to the original deep desert, where like literally all you're going to see from ARO to like E is aluminum, copper, iron, plastistone, shit like that. And I think that's the way it should be. I don't think so. Well, I don't think that they'll have anything over there to like harvest that's worth it. I think they're going to move it all deep into the desert. When they say revert the deep desert back to the original, that's what I think they're going to do. Because otherwise, it doesn't make sense, dude. It doesn't make sense that you can fly to the ARO and pick up 2.5. That would be the dumbest thing I've ever seen my entire life. If they do that, that is literally... I will revolt against Funcom and literally like do like a series of non-ending 24/7 streams where I rant and like threat and get people to want to burn down the studio. I'm just joking. I would never go to those extremes. But I mean, if Funcom does something like that, dude, that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, if they don't take the resources off the ARO, like, dude, I don't know what I'll do. I will not be happy. I will think that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard if they don't do that. It only activates when you're flagged as a PvP player. Yeah, but still, they don't need to have plastinium or titanium in the A row. They need to get rid of that. There's nothing about having... A row can still be PvE. I still believe you should have that like A to half of B, where you can build your base, put an operation together, put a central like area for you guys to like get together and do this stuff, and then like fly out there, do your operations, and bring stuff back to. I still think that should be there, but there should not be any titanium or stravinium in that area at all. At all. Never say never. I mean, dude, I would be in the spirit of revolt. I would be pretty pissed off if like literally they made the A row with, even if it's not 2.5, even if it's not like the amped up numbers, I would still be pissed. Dude, I would be really angry because, yeah, but George, in a way, that's like trolling PvPers, in my opinion. That's trolling the people who want PvP, because you're literally, that's just like another spillover like thing. I know it doesn't make a difference, but I don't think it should be that way. Look, dude, they should get rid of all of the titanium and stravinium like they used to have it. That's the way the deep desert should be. You should have to go deep into the deep desert to get that 2.5, and you should have to be either very stealthy, very smart, or very lucky to get that back in. What about the guy that's just starting out, just getting there and trying to climb the ladder? He has the PvE zone. Go there. Go to the PvE zone. Grind all the stuff that you want from there. I mean, I'm not saying that in like a malicious way. That makes sense. If you're new to the deep desert, why would you even go anywhere close to the PvP zone? Dude, go to the PvE zone and freaking go island hopping and like use your cutter array to get your stravinium and stuff and build your plastinium. Like, why would you want to go to the PvP desert at all? Unless you really just were like one of these giga chads who are like, I'm ready to make my mark on the deep desert today. Harkonnens arise! And like you fly out there and get blown up in 2 seconds by like 32 ornithopters. It should not be like that, dude. Literally, they should revert it back to where literally everything from A to like E or F has very, 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 very limited stravinium titanium. Don't fight in what you can't afford to lose. Exactly, Nico. Don't go out there if you're going to be mad about what you're losing. But once again, don't go out there at all if you're scared you're going to lose something. Expect you're going to lose it, or just don't go out there. As a single player, oh man, this is a good one. I got to read this one out. Arrow, as a single player, I mostly played the game solo, and I kind of choose the lowest population just to enjoy the content myself. The biggest worry for me is the PvP shipwreck, which I still sometimes worry there are gatekeepers who are just bored to kill someone actively. Thus, I do not cater to PvE or PvP, but PvE suits me in the most content. However, I do agree that what you are mentioning, that PvE griefers build walls to just keep resources, which in the end, I just ran to the lowest population server. Yeah, but what they're doing right now, Arrow, is going to like take away all of that stuff. I don't know what they're going to have in the PvE desert, but there's going to be no PvP at all. So there's not going to be anything you'd have to worry about there. Which will be stripped. Bear 24/7. Welcome to PvE DD. Yeah. 100%, Cranky. 100%. What that's going to do is build spillover. And that's what Funcom is hoping. Funcom is hoping that there are going to be people out there 24/7 fighting over these resources in the PvE, and the only option that you have is to risk it in the PvP deep desert. When I made a character on Harmony, man, it was hard, but within 4 days, I was in deep desert, and you can rat enough to get it all. I think so too, Drax. Like, dude, there's nothing that's going to stop people from going out into the PvP desert. There's still... The way, look, I think I underestimated the numbers in Discord today. Someone asked me about it, and I said 5% of the PvP we're about to be getting is going to be farmers. But I think it's going to be more. I think it'll be like 20% of the PvP content we're getting is probably going to be farmers. And I think the remaining 80 is going to be like guild versus guild, fighting for who has the best PvPers on the server. I mean, we will have to PvP duos and solos. Node camping, laughing out loud, equal revisited. Yeah, dude. Node camping, it's going to be real. I think a grid should be PvE, but obviously no multiplier. It's enough for people who lost their kits or are duos or solos, helping them rotate back into the DD. I'm also not against no PvE zone. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think the AB should stay PvE. That, like, you should have a place that you can build a base in a safe manner. But, like, outside of that, I don't think there should be anything out there. To be TBF, the PvE parts of the Deep Desert have 100% of a server's population now, and finding med spice beds is relatively easy, so a DD on the same server with 80% of the players won't be stripped clean. Maybe not Keo, but maybe it will be. Like, already we have people that log it. Here's the thing. There's a lot of casual players out there, right, that don't have time to, like, be on 24 hours a day. And they literally get out into the deep desert now, and they're like, there are no medium spice fields. What happened to them? That's because everyone's, like, constantly, like, grinding those spice fields as soon as they pop. Too much dooming going on to try to push folk towards the PvP deep desert? Maybe. Let's see. All we can really do is just, like, hang out. All we can do is, like, hang out and wait and see what happens. No mediums in the PvE area? Nah, dude, I mean, whatever. Give them their mediums, dude. Give them their smalls. Give them their mediums. Give them their large. Give them everything that they have in the deep desert on the PvP area. I'm just saying that it'll be better. They should give them everything equally. We're getting 2.5. We're getting like a 2.5 multiplier on everything in the PvP. That makes sense. I think it'll be fine unless they put all servers into the same DD. No, I mean my earlier comment. What was my earlier comment? I can't remember the earlier comment. At reset tonight, I logged in at H8 and there was 2 mediums and a plume there. There you go, Satsfam. Literally, there. If you're out there and you're diligent and you're playing the game, you're going to get your resources, guys. But if you are the casual guy who only has like an hour to fly around, you're probably gonna suffer in the PvE area. We'll see. Maybe not. I don't know. I have no idea. It was them saying there was no spice in the PvE area. Oh, no. Yeah, but there is spice there. It's just people are farming it as it's popping. I am saying that. I think there should be no Stravinium or Titanium in the A row. In all fairness, I think there should be very limited amounts of Stravinium and Titanium from A to like E. And then at F, you can start sprinkling a little bit more on. G, H, and I are where you start finding larger nodes, larger stuff. In order for PvP to be fun and engaging for the people who want to PvP, you need to make sure that they are having to drive all the way out into the most dangerous parts to get the best materials. If you could just fly to the B row, pick up and run back to the PvE zone, you might as well just cut the deep desert in half and go back to the way it is now. Because you're just going to have people complain. Iggy said this week that the important thing is that PvP Deep Desert now has its own blank and Funcom can tune each instance independently. Yeah, maybe. I mean, let's see what they do. I think that is the most important message coming out. Absolutely worst case scenario for me is the PvE Deep Desert is a shit show. I would just go play something else in the case. Would be sad, but not going to affect my life too much. Exactly. Look, and there's not only that, Keo. I want people to understand the hidden message in update that they just posted. I can't remember the numbers. I was gonna try to look smart and post the numbers. The most important message out of that, which people aren't like really considering, is private servers with complete control. This is what you should be looking at, because I think what Funcom is kind of sneaking in there is, hey, we're giving you what you want, and if you don't like what we gave you, hey, dude, there's a great private server over here that you can get, and nobody can tell you how to play, or you don't have to compete over anything. You can do it all by yourself if you want to. When no one farms mediums in the PvP area, nothing spawns in PvE because we've reached a max. Is that true, Kaladin? I don't know. We're always trying to figure out what's going on with that. If that's true, that's crazy. PvE will look like seals on the beaches. I saw that post that you put into Discord. That was actually kind of funny. There was like 2 or 3 people that commented on that as well. It's pretty funny. Removing accessibility to mats that have been abundantly available hurts newer players and makes the richer. Ideally, they make Plastin and Melange 2.0 that require newly farmed mats for an additive gives people a reason to go back out. I don't think that they're making it any less available by taking it off the first rows. They're just making you have to go deeper into the desert to get those things. Instead of just like, hey, look, dude, I'm in A row. Let me just go like collect this stuff and go back home. I think that by putting stuff deep in the desert, it solves a lot of issues that we're having. The desert on Cetus has been dead the last 2 weeks. This split may revive some of the game, but I think it will still be highs and lows. Oh, everything, Hash. Everything has a high and a low. There's no getting around it. Nothing to avoid. Everything has a high and a low. Thank you so much for that post. I was laughing out loud for 5 minutes. Oh yeah, that was funny. That was funny. I love having Nico and the Florida boys. Like, you guys are freaking fantastic people. I got to find a way to like bridge communities here. I'm just going to say this. I'm not going to go deep into it. I don't want to bring server drama on, but I got to find a way to bridge this because I love you guys way too much for there to be anything between us. Nothing is changing the PvE side. Everyone there gets the same resources. Amount is now simply PvP side. DD is having extra, yes, and not the PvE. Exactly. That's it. I don't see there being any split or like any kind of lack of resource opportunity for a new player, except those people who are getting out there literally are going to get to it and literally might beat you to it. I will. I just want to and that's what I was saying, Spider. Like, look, they're probably watching as well, which is fine because I don't care. Like, at the end of the day, I always speak the truth on these things. So today, whenever the heat started, when the temperature started getting like tilted up, right? They were like, I don't understand. Why are these guys so mad? What's going on? And I was like, dude, the Florida guys are just wrathing at you, dude. They want PvP as much as you do. Like, they're just trying to get a reaction out of you. Like, they're doing what you guys do. And they're like, I don't know, man. I don't think that's the case. And I'm like, dude, I know these guys. They're cool as shit. Exactly. I'm like, dude, they come into our Discord all the time and hang out with us. Raven, me, they're like all of us who are usually in there, we're all like, dude, the Florida guys are fantastic. What are you talking about? Don't be mad at those guys. Like, literally, they're just razzing you up. And they're like, no, dude, you weren't reading what they were saying. And I'm like, dude, you got to relax a little bit. Like, they're winning. They're getting what they want. They're trying to get you out there to fight them because that's what they're looking to do. So definitely, win-win for you guys today. Like 100%. You guys definitely got them razzed up, and I'm happy about that. That's what we need more of on that server, some razzing. I have a feeling there will be a lot of people that will try to grief people by preventing someone taking off. Yeah, so Getchos, like, dude, I don't even know where to start with the possibilities of ganking, dude, or not ganking, sorry, of like of griefing people in PvE. Like, dude, there's infinite ways you can wreck somebody's day in the PvE zone. I hope that it doesn't get too toxic. No matter PvE, PvP, you should have to go into the deep desert to get it in significant quantities, just like spice. Yes, and you should have to go deep, dude. If you're not going deep, you shouldn't be getting the good stuff. That's what they always promised us, dude. From the very beginning, they have to go deep. They lost Stinger, you think? No, dude, I think everyone had fun today. I think that was the spark that we needed to get some blood pumping and get those wheels turning for that PvP monster that's about to be hitting the deep desert. I think it was a great thing. I think this is just the beginning of good changes. I think so as well, Jay. I think this is going to be a very like positive thing for everybody to like be maneuvering into. Yeah, I'm a skin crawler, and I could tell he just got to hug it out. Yeah, dude, exactly. It's you know the story about the guy looking at his son, and he's like, "What the hell's wrong with my son?" And then you're like, "Oh, we're the same person." Kind of one of those things. Forget about the ARO when the new division comes. When it comes to resources in PvP, will probably just be a space for base building. PvE side, people will just build whatever they want in the map closest to the resources without risk. I agree, 100%. I present Eve as the prime example, as PvE DD will be a shit show. Any game, any survival game, I can present as being a possible shit show in the PvE for sure. Even on Arc PvE servers, you could come across someone logging out. You can drag their bodies into the water and drown them. Yeah, I remember that too, Geckos. Oh, that was horrible. Arc, dude, Arc. Oh my God. We had months to build our reserves. Make sure you do so. Griefing in PvE will be a thing for a few weeks. Yeah, Kaladin, I agree. I can see that too and agree. Perfect. That's right. Matsuda's usually got a very level, down-to-earth view on a lot of stuff. That's why I like having the guy around. That's why he's my prime Twitch moderator. I can trust this guy to make the right calls. The horrors of Arc PvE, the horrors. Oh, God, yes. My man for sure. Loving it, dude. The grin. You deserve it. I don't think many people will farm mats in PvP Deep Desert. I think most of them will do it in the PvE. Let's just wait and see, Steven. Like, we don't know. There's always us like sitting here guessing what's going to happen, and that's good, because it's good to have like a pre-devised like concept or plan for what might actually take place out there in the deep desert. And like, this is going to be the best thing for us to do, is like think in advance at what kind of travesties can pop out there and possibly find ways to divert away from them and make it where they don't happen. Matsuda is banning burning fire pit. Huh? Oh, Raven's never going to let this die. Matsu, you stepping and burning stuff up from the fire pit. She's never going to let that die. The true grief was Matsuda burning down our base. TBH, I don't know how they will actually drown as they are offline, but it would only be low-level new guys, as they didn't have a base to log off in. Oh, we're still on Arc with this. Okay, that's cool. I understand that. Go on it. Arc was a toxic game, dude. I saw it from the screen chat. Haha, damn you, Raven. Florida Man Escort Service will help you get your rocks off. Why would you not want these guys around? They're absolutely fantastic. I think it's because we're both Southern. Like, we click better that way. We click that way. I'm going to farm all the PvP desert because it takes less time to get more. Hey, Dinger, me too. Me too, my man. I want to be out there 24/7. I wish I could, but I actually work. I will definitely be farming in PvP. I think a lot of us will, Klaus. A lot of people will. Look, dude, it's going to be worth the risk. And once again, you can't be on 24 hours a day. There's always going to be a chance that you can get away from stuff. Black Frog Transport, Dune flavor. That's right, dude. That maybe we'll open Red Frog. You guys open Black Frog. How about that, Florida men? You guys we'll give you Black Frog. We'll take Red Frog. I wonder if mediums will be filling a crawler. I don't think so. At 2.5, you're looking at 250% of the actual amount. What does a medium usually give us? Like 17? So 100% would be, what is that, 40, like 44? Was it? 7, 14, 34? It'll be 34. Another 17 would be 51. Whoa. I mean, actually, when you start running those numbers, a medium might come close. Might actually come close. Oh, dude, I didn't think about that, Spider. Actually, a medium might literally come close. Now that I'm running numbers, of course, my math is absolutely garbage. Please do not listen to my math. That might actually be, like, close to filling. Dude, that's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. That's a lot of spice. God, I wish I could post here. The Florida man in the storm Spider posted a few weeks ago, still getting me laughing. Dude, you can't look, I don't care what happens in the future, right? The best thing that happened to Cetus was Florida men coming and joining us. And I love these guys. And I will love them till the absolute end of, like, the days of Dune Awakening or any game that we ever meet in the future. Absolutely the salts of the earth. Look, dude, you know I'm not going to frickin' back down and be mad about anything. And I love you guys. And I know you guys are just razzing people up. So always keep that in mind. I was told there would be no math. Come on, Nico, dude, a little bit of math won't hurt, right? Come on. I remember on Sometimes Base, none of them were online to let me out. So before you could kill yourself easy, well, okay, that's something else. It could be if you are using a regular sandcrawler, maybe. Yeah, I'm not good at math, dude. Definitely, Spider. You obviously just saw the heights and the degrees of my math paralysis. Like, and I don't mean prowess. I meant paralysis. I'm still recovering from trying to do that math. My brain is still broken, paralyzed because I was trying to do math. No, I don't wish that on anybody. I was told there would be no math. Exactly, we already got that one. The urge to shoot shite. Yeah, dude, I don't mind doing that. I failed math. I didn't fail math, but I definitely got my undergrad by taking logic. I was able to transfer logic as a math credit. That's definitely how I got my undergrad, because I barely made it through college algebra. Not good at math either. I'm pulling it roughly 16K from the med and crawler. That would put it almost 40K. That's what I'm saying, Obsidian. Like, once I started running the numbers, like, dude, that is almost a full crawler. Like, mediums are going to be hot ticket items, dude. For those arguing that 2.5 isn't enough because everyone has a massive spy stash, only a small number of players actually do. Most of the players' base is effectively spice poor. I kind of agree with you, Ferrix. Like, dude, for the last 3 months, I've been streaming and making content directed to people who are not out there, like, gathering spice 24 hours a day, warning them that it's only going to become more and more difficult to be getting these resources as time passes. And, dude, whether or not they listen to me, I don't know. But I still know that there's a lot of people who are new to the game that haven't got out there and done it. But, yeah, I mean, without a doubt, like, there's still plenty of people who don't have, like, aren't spice or plastinium rich. 100%. Five. That's 10,000. Is this from the public test client, George Rivera? 1, 2, 3, almost 40,000. 15 out of 20 slots. Wow. Dude, that is a lot of spice off of one medium. It's not a matter of not going out there. It's a matter of not having the time to do it. Exactly, Ferrix. That was kind of my thing. That's actually crazy, George Rivera. That is like a freaking crap ton of spice off of one medium. Oh my God, dude, that's crazy. It works out in my math to do spice on a medium. Right, Dinger? Just gonna bring friends. Yeah, dude, come out there with us. You're always welcome with us, Dinger. 2 lines across in a crawler in a large field, full carrier. Damn, dude, how nice is that gonna be? That means a large spice field could potentially bring home something like 1,000, about 1,500 now. 2 times that is going to give you like, what? It's close to like 4,000 spice melange. Hot tamales, my boys and girls. That's going to be crazy. I hope do you think they're going to nerf that, dude? Do you think they're going to change their mind on that? That's a lot of freaking resource, dude. Dude, if that's not enough resource to bring people out there, I don't know what is. It's not about going to be some guerrilla spice runs. Absolutely, Nico. You're going to have some guerrilla spice runs, dude, without a doubt. A large can fill up at least 10 crawlers in theory with 2.5. Oh, geckos, don't tell me that. Don't make me hungry for the spice. That's absolutely insane, dude. That is so much spice. It's nuts. But of course, I don't think anyone's ever going to be able to sit on a field that long. Unless you have like a giga big guild with like 64 people plus. I don't think you'd be able to sit on a large spice field that long. God, I hate my beard. It works out in my math. Dude, you know how crazy that is? That is so much spice. The split is a good thing. We'll have guilds heading out to deep desert with assaults and all to farm large fields and fight it out. That's what we need. Dude, that's what people have been wanting. Are you not entertained? That's Funcom right now, dude. Are you not entertained? Titanium is going to be 1 zip and you're full. Oh, I bet so, Spider. I bet so. Eventually, you will get used to the beard. Oh, don't tell me that, Obsidian. People keep telling me to keep this thing, and they say that it fits me and it looks good on me, but my God, the torture of having this thing on my face, I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather be ugly again. I don't think it will change 2.5 in specific number key they have calculated. Could have gone 2. Can't wait for the PvP. We're all there. You're with us, Krezel. You know exactly how we're feeling on it. That's going to be 7 containers. 44.4 thousand spice on a medium. Woo! My God, that's a lot of spice, dude. Nobody is too worried about getting stuff destroyed as we can always farm PvE to replace our gear. I mean, it's not like you're losing anything anyways. You're just going to die and the worm will eat your shit and you just get it back. The mustache is the issue as it grows over your lower lip. That drives me nuts. For me, it's right here. This part of the mustache, right here. This area is driving me nuts. It feels like I have sandpaper on my face 24 hours a day. And the fact that I'm sweating now, you can feel like the sweat like moving through it. And that's just like, it feels like spiders are crawling on my face, dude. I hate if that's like a vision you don't want to think about, but my God, dude, I hate it. I hate it. There is a date for the private servers update. We don't know. All in 99999. We don't know yet. I would guess like 2 to 3 weeks, maybe. Oh, the private server update? Nobody knows. They just said that they're going to do a lot of testing on it. That could be months in the future. We don't know. Around the lips takes some used to. Then again, have had mine for 20 years. Yeah, dude, you would probably be used to it. It's just right here, dude. Right here. Oh, my God. Just like the edge. I don't know why it's so pokey there and so irritating. Huh? How long is basic training for your son? Next Tuesday. 10 days. He has like 10 days left. 10 days, and I'm going to cut this son of a bitch off. Watch, though, on that 10th day, it's going to, like, blossom and not be itchy, and I'm going to be like, I'm never getting rid of this thing. I'm going to keep it forever. We'll see. Yeah, I'm excited, dude. We're going to get, like, 6 hours with them. I wish we had more time, but it is what it is. I hope they give some viability to DD Labs for something more closed off vertically so I can do that bat roleplay again on the roof as I scared hundreds of people in Andromeda and EU today. Yeah? Matsu and his testing station PvP. Is there a date for... Oh, we already asked that. No one. How long is basic then? That seems pretty short. 6 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 weeks. It was 6 weeks. And then he does a second training for Katusa, which is another 4 weeks. No, it's not. And I really think that I think what they're trying to figure out with the private server is how to compress the deep desert so that it fits with that one private server. Because to this day, it's been private server Haga, shared deep desert. And I think the next move is private Haga Basin connected to private deep desert compressed. And I think that's what they're working on doing, is compressing it. I'm about to do it right now. I'm doing it right now, John. You know how many people tell me this? Okay, here we go. It's time to lube up, boys. Lube up time. Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Get it deep. Get it deep in there. Rub it in. Oh, lube up, baby. Yeah. Get that in there. Deep. Go deep. Oh, scratch it in there. Get in that. Oh, yeah. All right. All right. Oh, I dropped some on the table. Let's wipe that up. I'm wiping this on my shirt. Don't clip it, dude. Please don't clip it. Don't clip it. Don't clip it. Actually, we should turn that into one of our channel points, Matsu. I think we just found our next channel point. Channel point graphic or like whatever. Dude, I'm dripping in freaking face oil now. Oh my god, dude, hold on. Give me a second. I have to wipe some of this off. This is gonna kill me. Oh my god, dude. Luckily, lube time. I probably have, hold on. Now I probably have like tissue on my face. Yeah. All right, we're good. We're good. Lube time. I think we can clip that. I think Spider has a point, dude. I think we need to clip it and turn it into a channel point thing. I'll get on that tomorrow. I'll clip it and I'll turn it into a GIF for us. I'll GIF it up and we'll throw that in the channel points. 100%. Ripper Owens, my man. What's going on, dude? Thanks for stopping in. There's a date for the private. We don't know. Beard oil helps a lot. Softens the hair. Moisturizes your skin. Yeah, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I got this stuff. I mean, it works for a second, but then it ends up, like, not working at some point. Oh. I wonder if it would have been better to have a third instance of the deep desert, also keeping it as it is at the moment. At the start of each reset, you have to choose which of the 3 to go in, and that's the only one you can for the week. I'll tell you one thing, Made in English. I haven't thought about this yet. This is actually not exactly the 3 deep desert thing, but even just keeping it with 2 deep deserts. I haven't thought about this, but that would preserve the PvPers going to the PvE zone and griefing people over there. That would cut down on griefing a little bit. If you had to choose at the beginning of the week which desert you go to. That's actually a really good idea, Made in English. If you don't mind, I'm going to add that in the roundtable. I haven't thought about that, and that's actually the one suggestion that has impressed me the most tonight. That's like a great suggestion. Choose your DD. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. That's actually a really good idea. Clip the lube part. Yeah, we'll clip it, dude. We'll clip it. We'll make it into a channel. We'll make it into a channel point GIF or whatever. I don't know what the hell they're called, dude. Like channel point rewards. Is that what they're called? I don't know, dude. Something, whatever they're called. Flag PvP for a week, then that's a good idea. I think so, dude. I think that's a great idea. I think that, look, there are some PvPers that are kind of griefy and do want to go over there and cause trouble. And I think that would be a way to just like slice the cheese a little bit better so you're not getting all of the Swiss holes in there. I think it's a good way to control it. Channel thingamajiggers. I need those channel thingamajiggers. I actually, dude, I think that's a really, I haven't thought about that, and I haven't heard anyone mention that. I don't necessarily want a 3 deep desert thing, because I do want there to be scarcity and stuff, but definitely I think locking people into their choice is a way to reduce on... Not only is it a way to reduce on griefing and PvE, but it's a way to start guaranteeing more PvP. That's a good idea. Very, very good idea. All right, Dinger, have a good night, dude. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. As always, love having you in here, dude. Come back next time and come join us in Discord more often, dude. Love sitting around bullshitting with you, man. Funny as hell, Dinger is. Whew. What time are we hitting at? We're at 9 o'clock. We only got like 1 hour. We got 52 minutes left of the Nerd Bird before I push you guys out into the universe. And I take a break. I'm going to go get some water now that I've lubed up. And I've been sitting around. I'm going to double fist me some water. And yeah, that's what I'm doing.
We land in silence on a world of dust, sowing the legends, the hope and the trust. A fairy tale planted in a hungry ear, to be harvested in 1,000th year. A safety net woven with a spider's grace, for a sister lost in a foreign place. We are the myth makers, the hope names across a stranger sky. A prophecy
Obviously that aircon doesn't work. I'm just going to turn that son of a ticker off.
for the savior.
You just got your first coffee down, huh, Obsidian? Good for you, man. Woo. Water for me. I gotta sleep. Like last night, I slept 4 hours, dude. I gotta sleep. All right, take it easy, Raven. Thanks for stopping in and modding. Everyone say goodbye to Raven. Working her magic on modding there in YouTube. Make sure to say goodbye to her and thank her for all of the modding expertise she has been doing for us over on YouTube. We appreciate you, Raven. Deeply appreciate you. Hoi, hoi. Hellheart, greetings to you, my man, as well. How's it going? More action and less talking. Who, me? You know better than that, dude. All I ever do is talk. I just need an excuse to talk. What are you up to tonight, Hellheart? Actually, I know what I need to do. If I wanting to watch debating, I would watch CNN or Fox. Damn, dude, don't watch either one of those. They're both horrible news channels. Both extremely horrible news channels. I thought people liked my debates. Oh man, now I feel bad. Came home after an evening out at dinner. Nice to relax now. How are you going? I'm all right, dude. Thanks for asking. I'm having a good night. We got a lot of stuff achieved today, and I think that you know, everything's starting to like look up. There's a direction. There's a path. There's something for us out there, and I'm extremely, extremely happy that we are getting all the changes that we're getting, and I'm happy to see that the community in general is also very excited about it. Like, there's nothing better than having an excited community for like all the great stuff that is like right on the horizon. Oof, disable. Dude, this is what happens when people move into your house. They just leave the lights on in the bathroom. Look at all this crazy stuff. Is there anything that is not left on? Look at this. Every single one of these. Holy moly. I mean, I'm struggling to jump on, feeling a bit tired of repetitive tasks. Yeah, I think everyone's there. I think everyone feels the exact same, and I think it is something that a lot of people are taking a break, dude, and you wouldn't be looked at negatively if you stepped aside and took a break either. Like, literally, if you're tired of everything, it's probably better if you literally just like take that step back, take a few weeks, go play Windrose, go play no, you're good, City. I know you're just joking, dude. I know you're just playing, don't worry. I'm not getting sad. Dude, you come to the stream way too often for me to get sad at you picking at me. You know, go play Windrose, go play Crimson Desert, go find a new game. What's Pragmata or whatever it is. There's a lot of good games that are out right now. Take 2 or 3 weeks to like take a break and a vacation. Hell, I even do it, right? Dude, I even nosedive my streams so that I can go play games that aren't popular with people. So, yeah, like, go have fun, go enjoy. Oh, awesome, dude. There you go. You got your RuneScape. That's great. Oh, dude, it's an easy distraction if you're playing it out solo, Obsidian. It's fantastic. It's a great game, dude. Oh, yeah. And once again, currently the Birdhouse has 3 servers that are in operation over the next 3 months. We have Icarus on one. We have Windrose on another, and we just opened up a Soul Mask server. So if any of you guys are interested or like to play Soul Mask, we have a NA West Soul Mask server that we can do. I don't know how. Soul Mask is fun. You would like Soul Mask, Krezel. I don't know how to mod a Arc server. I've said this 1,000 times. I don't know how to mod it. And none of us know how to mod it, I don't think. And after Conan was an absolute nightmare, dude. Like, trying to keep Conan modded, like, up to date was absolutely, like, ridiculous. It took so much. Every freaking night I had to wake up at like 3 a.m. and restart the server so that those things could update. So, I like Arc, but Arc mods also go out of date too quickly. I was on your server, liked the deep in Dune. Ran into many bases. There's a lot of people playing on Cetus currently right now, Obsidian. Heaps of people playing, for sure. I'm excited for the Overland Station rebalance now that they are looking into numbers of ads. Dude, but George Rivera, come on. You have to admit, dude. Everyone has sat down and literally told Funcom devs the problem they have with Overland testing stations is the amount of ads that are spawning. And what did the devs do? Oh, that sounds right. We're going to take the health of the boss down a little bit for you guys with 4-mans. Dude, have you ever seen a more blatant case of somebody ignoring millions of people telling them what the problem is, and you just like look right past it? Exactly, dude. Right, Talith? Am I right or what? Every single nobody, dude. Let me just reiterate this. Nobody ever once said, dude, those Overland testing stations are freaking horrible when you get to the boss and it has too much health. No one said that. Not even once, dude. Good, dude. I hope you do get back in. Obsidian. I hope you do get back in. But let me tell you, dude, every single human being on the face of the earth told them the only reason they don't want to do that in groups of 4 is because the amount of NPCs that spawn, and they just like literally just went right over their head, dude. Didn't even think about it. You got to admit, that's kind of cringe, dude. That is literally cringe. Right, Spider? No one who plays this fucking game ever said, dude, that boss has way too much health. Every single person's like, I'm tired of seeing 50 freaking mobs spawn during the freaking radiation zone. Like, every single person. Not enough ads for me on a 4-man boss health was too much for me. Right, Harky, right. No, dude, no one. And literally Funcom just was like, left turn. we're gonna do something else. We're gonna take what you guys are saying serious, because we do realize that our testing stations are hard for 4 people to run. So we have an idea. We're gonna take what you guys say and ignore it and just go with taking down the boss's health a little bit. Now you should be able to kill the boss a little bit faster, and those ads won't spawn on top of you. Oh, come on, Talos. You can't respect that, dude. Exactly, dude. It's literally Night at the Roxbury, 100%, dude. You cannot, Talos, you cannot respect that decision, dude. Come on. You have to, you literally have to be, like trolling me right now by saying that. There is nobody alive who respects the fact that Funcom made that choice. Nobody. Yeah, okay. You definitely gotta have balls to do something that dumb. I agree, dude. I 100% agree. You do have to have a set of balls to ignore 100% of your player base and just do whatever the fuck you want, dude. Yeah, I don't know where to go with that one. Like, literally 100. Dude, 100% of the player base. They ignored every single one of us.
Well,
Thanks for joining, dude. Thanks. Hey, Dark Angel, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining. You will not be disappointed. I'm the Nerd Bird. That's me doing my nerdy birdie dance. And, hey, dude, I'm glad to see you in here. Lick that blade for me a little bit. Oh, wait, it got taken off. What happened? I'm going to have to fix that. Something happened. I used to have something that was different there. What's going on? Harky played Give Hark a Blade. Yeah, thank you, dude. I want to know more. When they nerfed Crippling Strike, a lot of people didn't notice, but Crippling was actually broken and did more than 2 times the amount of stamina debuff that it was supposed to. I remember that. I remember those days. They failed to realize it was bugged, so their nerf was that it was supposed to be slightly lower ended up into reality and being 3x less stamina debuff, which is why it felt so bad after and still to this day. Yeah. Like, dude, this definitely is not the first time they've ignored the entire freaking player base and just literally freaking left turned on us. Literally just made a decision that literally has zero standing with like the community as a whole. Like literally ignored the entire community. It's not the first time, dude. That was another example for sure. Mr. Tech Gadget, dude, thanks for stopping in. How are you doing? Happy weekend to you too, man. It's Saturday. My weekend technically starts on Friday, but the yeah, I'm definitely happy it's Saturday. Awesome, dude. Thanks for stopping in and giving those great wishes. Funcom always listens to us. It's our fault we're not clear enough in our feedback. Maybe start translating it to Norwegian. Maybe Kaladin. Maybe this is the case. There has to be something to this. There has to be something to this. I mean, dude, you can't ignore the entire player base without getting a meme. I'm going to make a meme and post it on YouTube tomorrow. This is going to be like the next content that I throw out there. I'm going to make a short meme on it. They just literally take a left. I mean, you might as well, because they have in so many cases, like literally just ignored everything that the player base is telling them and just took it, which is so ironic because like their biggest sell point at the current time is literally like, we want to build this game with you and your feedback. We listen to your feedback and we make updates for you. I was a solo crawler in the big Spice Bowl last night, and these 3 gankers tried to take me out. Annoying. Yeah, well, when you're in the PvP zone, that's going to happen, Mr. Tech Gadget, 100%. Don't solo crawl. Come join people and play with... Dude, today I literally went out with members, and I did, like, I flew the carrier and, like, helped them get their spice. A full thing. Don't go solo, Mr. Tech Gadget. Go with a group. Hey, on the brighter side, at least they solved the issue of excessive plant fiber availability in the Taiki breaking the market. Oh yeah, okay, exactly. Yeah, that was definitely worth a change, right? Too bad you still have to fight 1,000 mobs when you go to a testing station, though. I mean, I don't know. I'm just really don't know what to say. Like I'm glad somebody like sparked that memory in my head, because that the video I put out on the changes, that's literally what I'm saying in that summary. I don't know if people catch my little like minor like sarcasm that I throw in those videos, but it's like, and you know, Funcom has decided to reduce the boss's health. That's going to do a lot for us people who all wanted there to be less NPCs to fight, because like literally that's what everyone wanted, dude. Everyone wanted that. It's a shame. Oh well, next time, maybe next update. That's going to become our motto. Maybe next update. Sindarin. Yeah. It's been an interesting one, dude. It's been interesting. You gotta love your Funcom, right? A little bit. You can't hate them all the way. Whew, I'm getting tired. You know what? When I get tired, that can only mean one thing. Whew. It's time for me to shut this bad boy down and drop you guys in the capable hands of a great streamer. Do we have any good streamers that are on streaming right now? Dude, I'm like spacing out. I'm starting to stare at the wall. So like I had my laugh, I had my rant. Now I gotta sleep, or I'm gonna start like literally just spacing out on you guys, and you're gonna be like, what's he looking at over there? Let's see who we got on tonight. Do we got anyone that we know that is a worthy full-time streamer. Less boss health wants the people cheese the stations and only having shoot the bosses with no risk. I mean, at the end of the day, Battles, the number one thing that everyone says they hated the most is they hated the amount of NPCs that were literally out there the whole time. And that is exactly what they should have fixed, and they didn't go anywhere close to fixing it. So you tell me. Like, I don't care about the cheesing. I don't care about any of that stuff. All I care about is, dude, 100% of the pop literally said, we don't want more mobs as we are adding people to the groups. And they literally just like did the exact opposite thing to fix it. It's crazy, dude. Yeah, I know you got it, but I mean, I'm just a little bit like upset with Funcom with what they've done. That's all it comes down to. Hopefully at some point they do fix it in the future. As always, guys, keep your still shoes tight. Keep your hydration up. Make sure to keep that Chris knife sharp. Keep your eyes in the sky. And as always, have a good day. Get those people over there. Thank you guys on YouTube. As always, love you. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for sharing this day. I will catch you guys again tomorrow.